Like if I were to give it any sort of like numerical value, I think that Evelyn's only been here for like one game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I agree.
like, you know, it's like you're new enough to have not been here for like 32 games, but you're also not new enough to like deserve any sort of welcome party or like, you know, any sort of honeymoon period yet. So it's been like one, maybe 1.5 games since you joined.
Yeah.
It's probably
I think that checks out.
Yeah. That's what I would think. Like, you know, given the circumstances, you know, and giving the evidence.
Yeah. Have to double check. I think it's 1.
Yeah. It's probably 1. It's probably 1 game. I don't think that like people like I don't know. I'm like I feel like I would know as the DM if you've been here for more than 1 game. Like I'm just that professional, you know. Just feel like that's something I would know. Hey guys, what's going on? Sweet Summoner Blue. We're here today playing some Pokemon.
Finally.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
It's looking at this drawing that's being.
What drawing that's being done? Oh, over here with the Keanu drawing.
No, this.
My friend sold me for nudes. How do I rotate text in MS Paint? What? Fucking what?
Okay, alright. Now I've got my perfect image. Okay, so here's the idea.
Alright.
Fake the motions, and then back here we have motions. And it's like
What are her real emotions? Show me. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Accurate.
Oh my god. Poor Evelyn.
also while we're here, she has a gun.
Yeah. Wouldn't be complete without that. Where's the gun for her actual self?
You know,
Sure, I'll get it done
it's on
for
her
you.
tail.
Hold on.
It's on her tail. That's where it is.
Yeah, it's on her tail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just put it. Or no, actually, I guess it's right here. What the fuck is that?
It's like a banana.
Are you flipping
that
them
she
all? Like what?
Yes.
Is that just like an extension of her paw?
Yeah, so you see that's like a big like. Have you seen these, which are like a big old like rubber one that says number 1 on it? This one just has like a big middle finger on it. And on white it says
that yeah, you know, that's fair.
Oh.
my wife.
That's me.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Come back to me, toot toot.
So the gun. There you go. Continue.
So guys, no, don't worry. Nobody's late. You guys have shown up exactly when you were meant to. Welcome to some more Pokemon. My guys, this is the first game we're doing in international waters. Technically,
This is the first game.
Technically, it's the second game we're doing in international waters. Like this, the very first game was in international waters. Now we're in another game, and yeah, we're doing it. You know what I mean?
Finally leaving this godforsaken island. Hooray!
We're not on Sinnoh anymore, my dudes.
It's true.
Totally illegally immigrated. It took me so long.
It's hard to leave my home behind, but I guess I'll have to.
For 50 years, I've been wondering, how can I break the law? And I finally broken the law.
Magi Necrodancy resubscribed with the Twitch Prime. They've been subscribed for 11 months, almost a year.
Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah! And
Did
Darth
they name
Pierce.
your Twitch baby?
I mean, it's a really late Twitch baby at this point.
Yeah, I just mean like y'all got to make sure that they had a name like a couple months ago, because if they haven't yet, they're an irresponsible Twitch fan.
And Darth Pios also subscribed at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 5 months. That wasn't even Twitch Prime. By the way, I have talked to Phantom about making some more emotes. So we are almost at potentially having a Commander Buddy emote, and that's gonna be fun. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be the greatest of all emotes. So it'll be great. What's the blue drawing about? Oh, let's zoom in on the blue drawing, and I don't know what it's about either. It's just it's a really nice blue drawing.
Yeah, super cute.
I can't see shit, man.
You keep ruining it by putting eyes.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? I'll make it better. Check this one out. All right.
Oh God, do I have a scythe? What's going on here? What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. So I have like a little Wally thing that has eyes.
And it's got a gun. It's called Mystery at the Lighthouse.
What are you talking about, man?
I was trying to.
That's a really weird thing to bring up.
I was trying to make a GIF. I couldn't find a GIF.
So, while we're here, the motherfucker who commissioned the fucking art, I haven't heard from you. You can tag me on Discord immediately. I can't sleep at night knowing I feel like I'm in prison.
Yeah, somebody apparently during the last game, you guys were apparently doing some weird shit, and somebody did a thing that like was getting some Keanu nudes or something. Whichever one of y'all did that.
It was for Barry.
Whichever one of y'all did that, you need to go and talk. You need to go and talk to Fomal.
Please, this is taking a toll on my family. My wife will divorce me.
Oh, Setzer says I forgot. I'm sorry, Fomal. Apparently, Fomal's wife will divorce her. which is a good and bad thing, I guess, because at that point it may free up that space, because I'm pretty sure that you having a wife on the side is probably hurting. It's probably hurting other significant people. So who's to say? It's fine though. He likes getting cucked.
It's hurting my fucking harem of side hoes I have.
It's fine though. The one I'm thinking about, it likes being cucked, so it's cool.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yes, we'll come back to that. We'll see what guys. Who opened the freaking shower again? What are you doing? Can't bunny girl?
I didn't touch it.
Can't bunny girls have a shower in peace?
I think she did it herself.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Hey, we got another one of Porter over here.
Porter.
When will Foam give me love? Aww, he's unloved.
Yeah, it's also another thing that's keeping me from my wife. It's all really coming down on the nerves. I'll tell you that much.
Porter Cookie, I'm divorcing you.
Porter Cookie is stopping you from being. It's stopping your wife from being loved. What?
Yeah, it's like the deal breaker.
Dude, if your wife isn't good with the Porter Cookie, you need to ditch her anyway.
Finally, I have rights to leave. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This joke has gone too far. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Porter Cookie needs to have love. Exactly. Oh, look, we have a tiny little berry. What's gonna happen to Barry?
A small bear.
I just love like watching you fill out the the stomach areas. Just like, yeah, just make this an oval.
He's gonna make an oval here. about the Hunchback. I refuse to comment on it. Don't at me.
She's just got like that Popeye aggro stance. It's all gooch.
I
Both-
mean,
both
no,
me
that's,
and-
that's,
both
that's,
me and
that's
Barry-
Like light and heat.
Both me and Barry are
What?
T-posing for dominance. Let's be honest here.
Very not ripped. You actually made a good point. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a good orange.
You're,
there you
you're
go, that'll do.
T-posing to figure out what special ability you're going to be given Barry. You're
Barry
combining your energies.
Barry gets no special ability. Barry doesn't get a damn thing.
That was
Barry
good. That's good.
dies.
But no, I've already figured. But yeah, it's. I'm not. Oh my god! Look at that six pack.
Right there.
Wait, this can't be right. Barry's a girl. Censor.
Yeah, we're gonna need a sensor bar.
Female
Well,
presenting
I'll hide the female
nipples.
presenting nipples.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there you go.
Now it's not lewd.
First
it
of
was
all,
a
I have
guy,
to
it'd
ask
be
when you're
fine.
still interested in other titties.
I
Second
mean,
of all,
I'm pretty interested in otter titties.
it's you, Blue. I'm not surprised. about you. For me, it's just Monday.
Otter titties like them.
Those
There you
no,
go.
there's no otter titties than otter titties.
They're utterly the best.
Where's Barry's gun?
Those are her
Look at
guns.
I fucking walked right into that. I didn't even think about it. I fucking went right in.
Dove into it.
Oh man. Got him.
Just put guns on the guns.
Well, guys, joining us right now, we have our boy, twitch.tv/Rosenfrost.
Oh, hi, I'm a boy today.
We got our girl, Eric VA.
Hello. Yes, I am girl.
I guess we'll go twitter.com/Eric VA. Our girl, pornhub.com.
But actually, yeah, go ahead.
And our boy, lemonparty.com.
I'm actually producing Sausage Party too. On the they gave us all of the money. I blew it all on Hooker, so I'm just gonna like try to get the money back by doing Keanu Ludes.
That's where that exactly. That's why it's important. The Pornhub links for the Keanu Ludes.
Welcome to KeanuLudes.com. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Today's gonna be weird. So, guys,
Every day is weird.
speaking of today being weird, Emerald. A lot of interesting things happened last time, Emerald.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things did happen last time.
Yeah, you wanna bring up what those things were?
A lot of interesting things happened.
I was just waiting for the no.
All right, so here's the thing. I understand it's been like 2 weeks. I do understand. Like I had the same conversation with my group last night with the Mega Man crew. So I decided to give them some positive reinforcement for being able to respond and say, you know, like what the game was and stuff like that. So, you know, I think I'm going to do something similar here, only a little bit more testing the waters. I'm going to give them positive reinforcement. I'm going to give you guys negative reinforcement. So if you don't fucking say what happened last time, Emerald, I'm taking away 2 stats.
No! I need them!
Sounds to me like you need to fucking remember what happened, huh? Look at those stats. They don't look like they can survive having 2 more taken from them.
They can't. They literally can't.
Get to describing.
Fucking, we got done at the police station. Everything's Gucci over there. Then we went back to the ship. We had a good time. Finally found the bird. That was pretty nice. Tried to talk to it, but then I fucked up. I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to talk to birds. Birds aren't animals. Fuck them.
Birds aren't animals.
I wonder why.
Emerald Stag 2019.
Sometimes I wonder why Fletchling doesn't like you, and this is why.
Probably, yeah. But then, fucking, we heard a scream, and it was the princess. We're pretty sure, and then that was what we left off on. Boom.
Is that everything that happened?
We left Sinnoh.
Is that everything?
Was that? I don't know. Maybe I should ask the other people here. Do you guys think that was a satisfactory one?
And then.
No, shut your mouth, Emerald. Did the 3 of you?
The council is here.
Did the 3 of you think that was a satisfactory answer that Emerald just gave?
No.
No.
All right. It looks like Eric thinks he can do better.
Hold on.
So Eric,
I
what
look
happened
like
last game?
I might look
Stats
like
on the line.
Oof. What did the date happen last game, right? I'm pretty sure Keanu went on a date with Ray in the last game.
That is correct. Yes.
I wasn't sure if that was the last game or the game before.
No, that was last game, yeah.
That is correct. Yes.
And it was very cute.
Anything else?
We said goodbye to Haley and Lenoa. Heckin'.
Oh, right. What's the name?
That's about it.
Oh,
Remember,
looks like
like,
somebody
we-
remembered something. Stats on the line,
So, like,
Fomal.
shut
What's
up.
going
Yeah,
on?
like, that's in the line. My little baby girl is screaming in the basement.
That did happen. Emerald brought that up though.
Yeah, that was already.
So.
I have no
So
idea.
the
what's
three,
going on
so the
anymore.
3 of them brought up
I don't listen to that.
the different things. What about you? What about you, Aaron? Do you think that was those three things were satisfactory? Do you think those were satisfactory
Man.
answers?
I don't remember shit.
Oh, it sounds like somebody needs to say what they remember. Stats on the line, Aaron.
You tried to make me lewd my ghost girlfriend.
I did.
You did. She took some of my Pokemon and went and had a bath.
Mhm.
Someone's trying to steal our M Princess. That's a big deal. Probably shouldn't forget that.
All right.
Like the first
So guys,
hour was
so
like,
guys,
entire.
people at home, the 4 of them, they seem to remember some things. They remember some things. They're doing good. What do you guys think? Were those four things that they were saying, were they satisfactory enough? Were those 4 satisfactory recaps? What do you think, chat? Lonzo with the straight up no.
Lonzo,
Lonzo.
motherfucker. You recap the fucking show. Go ahead. Get on the fucking call. Get on the fucking call.
All right.
Dirty Lonzo,
Sounds
get on
like
the
sounds
fucking
like
call.
sounds like a punishment needs to be given out, guys. People don't think that you guys did a satisfactory job.
Blue, when the fuck have we cared about what they thought?
I'm just saying.
Oh,
Seems to
damn.
me like everybody deserves some sort of punishment. So the 4 of you are going to be getting a pity spiration.
Bad. Yeah, that's the biggest punishment there is. That's
The
true.
4 of you get a pity spiration. That was just pitiful, guys. That was just pitiful. Pitiful.
Do you remember, Blue?
pitiful.
Thank you.
All right. But yeah, that's mostly what happened last time.
Tico as a bully.
I don't know why I'm so happy today.
Because we're finally playing Pokemon. Duh.
Everyone,
Imagine you're at like a parade, like talking to a bunch of kids. You're like, all right, you all did horribly. Everyone's mad at you. Each of you gets a punishment lollipop. All right, here you go. Feel bad. Here you go.
here you go. Feel bad. Here you go.
You have to like it. If you don't, well, then I'll get you another one, and you have to like that one.
Here's a lollipop. It's grape flavor, the worst flavor. Yeah, enjoy.
So, dudes, as you all went to all your separate rooms, as different different things are going through each of your different minds. You guys have been on the ship for about half an hour now, as it has left port from Sinnoh. Potentially at this point, getting into fresher waters and deeper areas. When most of you from just below deck heard a scream coming up from downstairs. That scream was the scream of the Princess. As she had yelled out, "What are you doing? Let me go! You have to listen to me, you know!"
Joker, look! We have more money.
As you guys all, at some way, shape, or form, in these different areas, potentially just because of the shrill voice of the Princess, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are especially very close to the stairs would have heard it a lot better. I say that that our Skitty friend would have heard it very, very well because of Pokemon senses.
Cat ears.
And let's be honest, Keanu isn't doing much of anything that is taking his mind off of any sounds happening in the ship. As the four of you hear that, before we get in the game, NJ Nice gave a resubscribe tier 1 for the 3rd month in a row. What is up, my dudes? He says that was 9 minutes ago. And Arcad3 just donated $5. Oi, my boys, I'm back from my hiatus just in time for breakthrough. When it is time, I shall say who gets the inspiration. Oh, okay. This is a prolonged. This is like a delayed inspiration. All right, I get you. Some sort of a delay there.
You gotta keep your eye on it.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. You guys now either may or may not have like this inspiration laying in wait.
Look, we have more money.
You know, and then we just get 1,000 bits for Keanu, so that's fine. I guess you don't have to worry about it. Actually, you might. You might have to worry about 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You have 29!
Please.
Wait, what?
Why?
With those 5, you were up to 29.
Oh God.
That's hilarious. With that being said, though, thank you guys very much. It's very generous.
Mwah.
The 4 of you hear that from your different areas. What do you guys want to attempt to do?
Go down the stairs immediately, running.
Admin Varric.
I'm gonna
Admin
take a-
Varric.
It's goth admin April.
By
I
the
should
way-
actually just like change all of your sheets and just like instead of having the rich boy, just put admin in front of everything.
We lose all of our unique abilities.
Every player character has been turned to an admin, so.
Oh, and Lonzo gave $2. Says Keanu. Hey, Keanu.
Crying. You're crying, baby.
There you go, my dude.
I like them for.
Congratulations.
Oh, this
Congratulations.
This says Comet on it.
Congratulations.
No, it doesn't. Well, that one does.
Yeah.
That's because he
Yeah.
still hasn't got the
Yeah, I
actual
used
benefit
that
from the
one
comet.
already.
Oh,
Yet.
okay.
He saw what the comet kind of did, but he still hasn't got the actual benefit from it yet.
Gotcha.
Listen, hold up. I'm asking what everybody's doing right now. So Varric, upon hearing this, begins to immediately run down the stairs. His Pokemon following after him. Ryolu probably going with him. April, you are around this area as well. Do you want to immediately go downstairs? Do you want to try to find anybody else? What do you want to do?
Oh, and I'm bringing a sword out. I'm not fucking around.
You're just like pulls out Sir Castellet immediately and just starts going downstairs like it's got a
Yeah,
fucking
there's like,
big sis April gonna have to cut a bitch.
someone's gonna die.
Evelyn,
Ah,
you were
why did you hear that?
you were playing with the three Pokemon here. Mesprit seems to just be kind of like hanging and like apparently just like sleeping on this doorknob.
No. Alrighty.
However, Chemo seems to also like start when she hears that.
It's Sherry.
She runs up to the door and
Let's
like
go.
immediately goes to grab at it to go at it. You just jump onto her as the two of you are going at full speed. Like we see that Totodile runs out, Bulbasaur's running out, Finnegan's running out. Colonel's he's trying, man. Dusty
Mesprit, look.
Dusty looks out. He looks with honor in his eye. He just lays down. He's like, all right.
Mesprit, take care of Dusty.
Keanu, you were laying in your bed after having all of the stressful encounters, knowing that you're going to be seeing a lot of Zubats and things in the future. Whenever you hear that scream, what does that make you do?
Okay, Evie, I need you to get off my chest. I need to get up because someone's bullying Sherry. Alright, thank you. Larvesta, you can stay here, Tiny. Thanks, Marilyn.
Are
Or
you
you guys can stay or come. It's cool. You've had a big day and stuff. I get it. I'll be back in like a little bit. You guys play nice. I think Raina's around if you want to go hang out with me. She's a really big cutie. But this sounds important, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay?
Marilyn looks to you and you're just talking, and she just kind of lays down on the bed. However, Vivi looks to Marilyn and then looks to you and jumps off the bed heroically. Wee!
You coming?
Wee!
Let's go, bro. See you a little bit, Marilyn. Have a good nap.
You guys go to leave. Marilyn like looks after you guys, gives out a yawn and curls up. She's like, nah, I'm gonna be here.
I can't be fucking bothered with this.
She's like, what are they gonna do? We're on a boat. All right, if you want to use this, you can use it now.
Yes.
Bam. Okay, let me get your thing out.
D12, if I remember right. There
It is. I just gotta get your specific thing out for it.
Or is it more now because you added more things?
No, it's still a D12. I've just been every time you use one, I just replace it with a new one.
Oh, I see.
Player fate cards and you have so many more than everybody else.
It's ridiculous.
Fate card. When
To
I
be
was,
fair,
I
Wow,
was,
honestly-
God,
saying-
bitches.
To be fair, actually, I could you're down to a point where you can actually just roll a D8 if I wanted you to. So I think that'd probably be better. Just roll me a D8.
Fuck.
6.
6. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. you have gotten a new card, Keanu.
Hmm.
One of the new ones that I had created.
Very interesting.
I affectionately refer to this one as Gen 3 syndrome.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, don't worry. You will. So, what Gen 3 syndrome does is it allows you... trying to make sure I say this correctly. It allows you to... You have this card. You can use this card at any time. This will allow you to get a critical... this will allow you to get a critical success at any point that you were to roll a dice. Or you can use it to impose a critical failure.
Into it.
Pretty
All right.
So basically, you can make a roll in nat 1 or a nat 20.
Hmm.
Huh.
That's
The
a
reason
good
it's called
line.
Gen 3 syndrome is because all the fucking crazy crits that happen in Gen 3. Which is why it's notorious for Nuzlockers as like the worst generation in Nuzlocke.
Cool.
But yeah, that's one of the ones that's it's basically just a net positive. There's nothing else about it. However, as opposed to like other Fate cards, it's a lot less of like a thing, you know? Like it's not like a universe shattering thing. However, it totally could be, let's be honest. Like 100% it could be really good, but
Depending how
it's
it's
one of the
used.
it's one of the lesser ones that I made for the Pokemon game. Still very good.
Yeah.
Name pending, but I really like that name.
Contest.
It is a pretty neat name.
So, with your Gen 3 syndrome, you make your way into the hallway. Evelyn, you and Chemo make your ways into the hallways. You guys basically meet out at this area. Varick and April has already gone downstairs. Varick, you're basically used to seeing April pulling out a sword at any given point. Let's be honest.
Drop of a hat.
I'd be more surprised if she didn't have it out.
I'd be more surprised if she didn't.
While you were all busy training your Pokemon, I was training in the art of the blade.
April, you worked in a kitchen.
Yeah, the
Do
art
you
of the blade.
think blades do not exist in kitchens?
Who do you think
That's not
invented
what I
Fruit
meant.
Ninja?
Fruit Ninja. Fucking hell. I forgot that game existed.
I made Fruit Ninja. It was me.
So, Varick, April.
Yes.
Upon coming down below deck, you guys notice immediately that there are several other people below deck. As you come down, you notice that there is very much a veritable army of people at this point here. As you come down into the area below deck, you see there is a lot of people, including Daniel Ratcliffe. However, all of them seem to be on the ground.
Oh,
No.
no.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Who could have done this?
Mark is even on the ground. Professor Damson is on the ground. The
can't
two
believe it.
scientists who were guarding the area over here are on the ground.
Dance,
Jesus.
No.
The heckin' heck, man.
Mm-hmm. As you see all of these people on the ground, you guys at this point you don't know where the scream had came from. Did it come from further down? Did it come from further in toward the labs? What are you guys thinking to do right now as you come down? You see all these people laying here.
Do any of them look conscious? Like groaning or anything?
Roll me
Like-
for your perception, otherwise known as perception.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this pity inspiration out the way.
Get that pity going, baby.
9 plus my 6. Cool, 15.
Looking around at all of them, you see that they all seem to have seem to be on the ground, almost sleeping. However, upon looking at them, you do note that they all seem to be coming out from the labs.
All right.
That's all I can give you on a 15.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. They're all coming out of the labs, meaning somebody probably went into the labs.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I'll go ahead and go duck
Okay.
my head in.
You're gonna duck
just
your
to be
head in?
sure. Yeah.
All right. You guys start making your way into the labs. Are you going with him, April?
I don't. Is there anywhere else to go? Just that area?
You can go down. You can go into the labs area, which has the labs, the kitchen area, stuff like that. Or you can go further down into the rest of the ship.
I feel like the lab would be a better idea.
Okay. You guys make your way toward the labs. As you guys are making that decision, Evelyn, Chemo, Keanu, you guys make your way down into the just below deck. As you do, you see a sight in front of you of a lot of people laying on the ground. You don't know where the scream originated from. Do you? What do you want to do?
Should we split up?
Okay, I'll go left.
Oh, God.
All right, Keanu,
Okay.
you want to go into the labs since you said left?
Is left? I was gonna go the way they were running.
The way they were running?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get you. So you're gonna go down down further in.
Yeah.
Gotcha. As you go that way, Chemo looks to you, Evelyn. Do you want the two of you go to the labs?
Sure, I guess. We don't know that the others are in there.
All right. You guys start making your way to the labs. Keanu, I'm kind of glad you're going down, but it's gonna be funny. Anyway, we'll get to you in a minute, buddy.
So we made the bad choice.
I mean, it's gonna be funny for reasons for
It's the
Keanu.
funny choice, not the bad choice. You have to learn to think with your brain.
These guys are passed out doing their pass out thing, so I'm just gonna move them over here on Porter Cookie because nobody likes Porter Cookie apparently.
I love him.
Guys, you continue to make your way in toward the labs. As April and Varric make their way forward, I would like the both of them to please. It's not a perception thing. It would not definitely help you with that. This would have to be luck. I want you guys to both just roll me straight d20s.
All right, here we go, baby.
Actually, I guess luck isn't for you. You have a +1 to luck, so straight d20 for Varric, but you get a +1.
I'll just go ahead and use a respectspiration.
Hey.
Oh!
On that 20.
Oh, that was almost an 18.
The
Like
wheel
it was
of
hovered on it
fortune
for a
once
second.
again.
Oh, all right, 12.
All right.
Yeah.
April, as you go in, you start noticing that you aren't really being too much affected by anything going on. You're going through, you're trying to figure things out. However, you notice that both Goth Shy Girl and Head Goth Milkshake. Why?
That got powerful Bieber Goth
as well as
yeah.
Riolu. All three of them begin to slow and then seem to lay down on the ground.
Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Upon that, Varric, you note that both Duke and Tressa immediately go down.
Okay, I'm gonna put Milkshake in, going in the ball, baby.
Yep. If they're already down, they gotta go into the ball.
That's definitely an issue. What do
It
you
seems
think
like
it
Sir
is?
Castellet is fine.
Yeah, he's a sword. He doesn't breathe anything.
And Raulu's just like, I guess I'll just lay here. It's fine.
It's fine. Hey,
He's taking a nap. He's fine.
He's gonna Try
Fluff is
and
here.
get Ryla.
Now's your chance.
Pick up Babby.
Ah!
As you guys have stopped to attempt to pick up Rylu and also to return your Pokemon, Chemo and Evelyn have made their way into this area. Evelyn, roll me for your luck.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just get rid of this pity inspiration and throw in my skin inspiration.
I won't do it, but I want to continue.
That would be fucking so troll. It's like, you know, that fucking thing I got that people gave $60 for. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it to where you fail this luck roll. So altogether, you got a 13.
I got a 13, yeah.
Evelyn, you're being carried through this, but as you are being carried through this, you note that Chemo begins to slow down. As she's holding you, she seems to almost like grab at her head a bit, and she's like,
Oh, what's wrong? Are you okay?
As she does, she kind of stumbles down. At this point, Varric and April, you guys can see Chemo stumble.
Oh.
Chemo.
As Chemo stumbles, she kind of holds on to Evelyn, not really wanting to drop Evelyn, but as she does, as she puts her hand on her head, and she's like, some sort of gas, and then she falls over.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and catch her before she fucking hits her head on something.
You throw a Pokeball at her.
Go, Chemo!
I'm gonna go ahead and catch her.
Yeah, you know.
As you go to try to catch her, go ahead and, you know what? Just catch her. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want her to hit her head. It's just, she's
Roll
been
strength.
through it. She's been through enough today.
The poor girl has been through too much already.
As she seems to lay down, she seems to have said what she said. However, whenever she hits your arms, you note that she is not having trouble breathing or anything like that. She seems to have fallen asleep.
You think there's sleep powder here or something?
Well, maybe, but is that like more of a cloud than like we can't see anything for it?
Yeah, you guys are not able to see anything.
Maybe it's a Pokemon. I don't know.
Best to just keep moving before it gets us too. You know, the
Yeah.
faster we deal with this,
You gotta look
the
for Sherry,
easier.
though.
True, but it's kind of hard to find Sherry when we're unconscious.
I mean, she might be in there. I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just find out.
Yes,
Only
let's
one
keep
way
going.
one way to progress. Let's go.
All right, if you guys are looking to carry people, which again is probably not a fantastic thing to do. Unfortunately
not.
for you, April, if you are going to carry Rylu, you are not going to be able to wield Castellet. Castellet will have to be wielding himself. Is that fine?
That's gonna be an issue. Yeah. You know what?
And
That's
Varric,
weird,
I'm
so-
also going to say you carrying a person with your amazing, wonderful -1 strength
Big, strong arms.
Negative one strength.
is not happening. So, especially someone who is literally dead weight right now.
They should just prop her up and leave. I guess I don't want to leave her here, but I guess we have to.
Should I?
You could-
keep
you could
Riolu
leave- you
up,
could
or
leave
should I
Riolu with her.
Leave him here.
Please,
Let's leave her and Riolu here.
Yeah.
We can wake up and read each other's feelings. we can cry.
There you go. Let's go.
You put Riolu down. As you guys do, is there anything else you guys would like to do before heading in? Right now, the only Pokemon you have out is Sir Castellet.
All right. Let me. I don't think. I wonder if Cookie would stand. Hold on. I'm gonna pull out Cookie.
And I'm gonna pull
Cookie
out
has a nice shell around him. Potentially, he could be fine.
Find out.
And
Maybe
you
he
pull out,
actually
and you pull out
breathes
Durant.
fumes.
I
Alright.
pull out Durant.
I would like both of you to roll me for your Lux again.
Oh, I was
Here we go, baby.
bring out Shooter and Bubbles as well.
Oh, that'd be great if you had a bag.
He has my bag.
Does he still have your bag?
That's
pretty
fine.
sure-
You
I'm
know,
pretty
I
sure
never
he-
actually said that I put it down anywhere.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you've kind of
don't
been by
count
your
on
you've
it,
kind of been
no.
by yourself for half an hour with all your Pokemon in a room. So I'm guessing he gave you your bag back.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't fucking know that.
I'm
I would've
guessing
said
he
Kino,
would have
grab my
because
bag.
I'm guessing he would have because
Yeah.
That wasn't established, and now it's a detriment.
well, it sucks to suck. I'm pretty sure he would have done it, especially since you had a lot of your Pokemon out inside that room, or not a lot of your Pokemon. You had 2 of your Pokemon.
Colonel and
Speaking
Dusty
of
were
Colonel, by
already
the
out.
way, speaking of Colonel, by the way, I need him to roll speed
Falls down the stairs.
because Colonel was following you.
He's gonna. I'm gonna use an inspiration for him.
Little
Okay.
pinecone monster.
The first one
Okay,
was
so-
a
That's it was an 11, I think. So.
all right, so 14. All right, cool. As Colonel has been following you, get in there, boy.
Clang.
He's just going like,
Do-do-do-do. Vroom. As Colonel was going to follow you, the others as well would go to follow you. However, unfortunately for Fernacron, probably wouldn't work out too well. But Colonel would be going, and I'm pretty sure Bulbasaur would be going. Unfortunately for Totodile and Finnegan, bad things.
Oh
As you guys are getting your Pokemon out, you guys look off to the side as you see what appears to be a Bulbasaur running with a Colonel on top of it.
no! Oh, that's adorable.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, right
Put it up, put it up, put it up, put it up, bam, bam.
He's just like holding him with his vines and running.
Yeah, basically. Colonel's kicking his feet like I can do it.
Look at me go.
As they begin to come down the way, Bulbasaur immediately runs over to Chemo like Baba. As he goes over to Chemo, Colonel just jumps down, looks to you guys, and just like goes over,
Some serious business.
stands in front of Evelyn. It's like I'm totally stronger than you. Don't worry. I'm the strongest of boys. You see. I've
Okey-doke.
yes, obviously.
Yes.
His muscles are just.
Did
so
you
I
guys
believe
do
in
your
you.
Did you guys do your luck rolls?
Can I roll
I'm
now?
doing it now,
Can I
and I got a
roll?
nat
All right.
1.
Okay.
Why do my rolls?
Uh,
suck?
that's an 11.
Out already asleep.
Unfortunately, they both seem to come out and almost
Oh,
immediately
no.
fall over.
Well, gotta go ahead, just return them.
I'm gonna pat him in the head and then I'm gonna throw him back.
Wait, what do I have?
Little baby.
Oh no, I don't have anything.
You have 2 more Pokemon. No, technically 3.
I was looking for my
Alright.
potions. I thought I had something for awakening, but I do not.
Oddly enough, that's one of the things that Keanu can now buy.
Yeah.
Special snowflake. Let's go.
Why do I have a? I had a red D4 in my poke. Weird.
You want to try to bring out any other Pokemon?
That's those 3 down. I'll go ahead try and bring out Barry.
Someone doesn't want to bring Cocoon out.
Do
Someone's a pussy.
with Barry, looking at stuff. You did give Barry extra special defense. Okay, I'll let Barry roll. Go ahead and roll me luck.
Yay!
If Barry didn't have that extra 2 special defense, Barry would just be out immediately. Barry is out immediately anyway. What the fuck's with your
This
dice,
is
man?
tragic.
Look, okay, I've never had to roll this many times in quick succession before.
Only fletchling
This is my luck. This is literally my luck here. All right.
It
But
doesn't
not
affect
first
certain
first.
Pokemon, but unfortunately, it does affect it. It would affect Barry.
Let's go. Alright.
I guess I have to bring out Kakuna.
You don't want to bring out Vegeta?
Do it, Vegeta.
No, go ahead and bring
Fine.
Kakuna.
I'll bring out fucking Kakuna.
You bring out
Fuck.
Kakuna. Kakuna's fine.
Yes. Kakuna's fine.
He's
Look at the
also
baby, he's so
completely
ready.
useless in a
Kakuna
fight.
is perfectly fine.
It's
He knows
fine.
he's
I'll
got
use
so much
fucking
thing.
poison sting and I'll aim him myself.
Yeah, just eat him. Eat him like a spear.
No, I'll have him use poison sting and I'll aim him. It'll be great.
Was the time?
At this point, you guys are looking off toward the labs. Bulbasaur is looking at Chemo and then looking back to you guys and then looking like he's like, nah, he's staying with Chemo.
Good.
He looks like
Okay.
he looked like he
Yeah.
protect.
Good.
Important. Let's go.
Kakuna's in the best
Keep
position.
going.
Even with its special ability, it has a 33% chance every turn of just waking back up.
That's the main reason Kakuna's actually up, by the way, is because he's basically in a full carapace. Whatever is happening cannot get to Kakuna.
You know what? I need to know for science. I'm gonna have Kakuna use poison sting at the wall and see if it actually works or not.
You're gonna aim Kakuna.
Yes, I'm going to aim
You're
Kakuna.
gonna tell him poison sting.
Poison
Yes,
sting.
baby. Yes.
Yeah. If you aim Kakuna, Kakuna can't do anything itself. But if you aim Kakuna, it shoots out a poison sting from its bottom stinger area.
Yes!
You made a gun.
You have a literal gun.
I have acquired gun.
The boat begins to leak water. I'm kidding.
Alright. We got this.
Cannon walks. All right, I'll go get Vulpix.
Do you guys want to continue into the labs?
Yes.
The three of you, each of you with one Pokemon in tow.
Well, technically, two.
rush forward into the labs. Upon getting into the labs, you're able to see that there is another few people in here. These few people are boop boop and boop.
There you go. Rename them so they're consistent
Just so
now.
darn handsome.
Boop. As well as what appears to be several Drowsy, and those Drowsy seem to be on the ground as well. You see Lee, Dan, and Ulysses, as well as Warrior. Lee is out. Dan is out. Warrior is fine.
Warrior doesn't care.
He's
Warrior's
just suffocating
busy.
a little bit, but he'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Warrior's
He
just
suffocates all
flopping,
the
man.
time.
Warrior's just doing his best.
All the time. It's just fun.
And
for him.
Ulysses is on the ground. He seems to be on the ground with his hand over his mouth.
Alright, let's get popping.
And again, there's like 5 Drowsies surrounding them as well. Hey boys.
What?
No, what the hell happened to you?
Oh, you know, just a little mutiny.
How
It's
many?
fine. It's fine. It happens all the time.
How many?
What do you
You
mean?
just
Only one?
somewhere.
Alright.
Oh yeah, one guy.
All right.
Sleep gas?
Which guy?
Like,
1 second, be right back. My doggo's wanting inside. Come on,
Buddy all along.
All right, I'm back. Commander Buddy has been placated.
Daddy.
Shut up. What did you ask him like there?
I just said like which guy who did this?
102.
Oh, 102. That's the guy that wanted to dissect me or whatever.
I can't believe it. He was one of my most trusted scientists.
Yeah.
He's
What
apparent.
Pokemon-
That's quite
He's apparently been doing something with the drowsies.
Seems like it.
What was he doing?
He
Like
set up.
this?
He set off some sort of explosion in here. Some sort of gas.
Pokeweed.
Seems like some Pokemon aren't affected by it. Some of them started running after him after he grabbed Sherry. I can't move my legs.
Stay there, right?
We heard
Just- we're
Sherry
gonna go.
scream, but wait, we went the wrong way, didn't we? Shit.
I mean, it's not like they're. I mean, what is one of two even gonna do? Like, we're on a boat. Like, I mean, I could swim back. I'm not sure about him. I mean, especially helping Cherry.
I mean, I don't
I
like
There are
think
lifeboats, aren't there?
they're holding her hostage.
The hell's a lifeboat?
So-
I'm kidding. You guys were in a lifeboat before. He has lifeboats.
Yes.
What is a lifeboat? Who would ever?
The hell's a
survive?
lifeboat? No.
So they're not
Moron.
down that way. Are they down? They're not down this way.
I don't know.
Uh,
He was saying something about getting back to Sinnoh.
he'd probably be. Would he be going to the deck then to steer the boat?
I don't know. I don't think so. He knew you guys were upstairs. He grabbed Lee's orb and grabbed Sherry.
Orb.
Oh no.
Of course he grabbed the orb. After I tried getting it from him several times.
Lee!
We can't probably waste much time. We should probably
Yeah, we
start
should-
finding
we should
them as
get
fast
moving.
as possible.
Ulysses looks over at Warrior. Go, help them out. I'll defend Lee. Warrior's just flopping on the ground. Carp, flop, flop.
What did
flop,
he actually say?
Flop.
God bless that magnificent son of a
What did he
bitch.
actually say? All right. He looks to Ulysses. I trust you with him. Do not fail me again, or I will show you my blade.
Oh snap!
All of that in one carp.
It's a very
Complex language.
yeah, very simplistic.
It's original dialect.
As Ulysses is here, he seems to nod at Carp like knowingly, like, yes, I know. It will be a grand battle if I fail you.
He's the king, Carp.
He may not be able to do much, but still, I'm worried about Sherry. Go get her, if you can.
We'll
All right.
get her. Don't worry.
Get her. Get her.
We'll
Get
get
her.
her.
Get her. Get her. Get her.
All right, let's go get her, guys.
Let's go.
Bunch of fucking degenerates.
Well, you guys now realize you went the wrong way. The big thing with the people who were laying on the ground, they were all coming from the lab and looked like they collapsed. They might have been actually going after him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen, not time to fucking worry about the past.
However, you have Warrior on your team now, so it's fine.
We gained a warrior.
Exactly.
We gained a warrior.
And
that's
you
only
figured out
one
which one.
of
And you figured out which one of your team is immune to fucking apparently the stuff going on. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Goddamn fucking
You guys,
102.
you guys run off to start figuring out what to do, and where to find Sherry. As you guys are going off, Keanu,
That's me.
that's that boy.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna go on an adventure with my best boy Vivi.
1 second. Is this it? No. Is this it? Yeah. I had to find the thing.
Oh, they bang! What were you?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Whenever I did the getter thing, nobody used Logan's emote. Anyway, you guys, the two of you make your way downstairs. You and I guess the three of you, Vivi, and Larvesta, go down. As this is happening, Keanu, first off, roll me for your luck.
Okie dokie. Just turn him back to Larvesta. Luck for Keanu.
Okay. All right. Your Pokemon are fine. Vivi, being a being that has been experimented on for so long and is used to these types of things. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. And Larvesta's like, I'm a gym Pokemon. I'm good. You guys are perfectly fine. As you come through, you find yourself like kind of sniffing the air, like, oh man, there's some kind of a scent going about, some kind of a sniff, some sort of psychic sleep-inducing scent. I'm kidding.
I smell that smell. Smelly.
But no, Vivi seems perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. Why wouldn't they not be perfectly fine? Who's to say?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a hallway.
As you come into this, just a hallway, by the way. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Vivi, this is a personal thing. I pick up stuff.
God dang it.
Down. All right. Let's keep going.
I just needed to do that real quick.
You notice that
you
notice that Ron and Chuck and some of the lab Pokemon are here, as well as John Cena and Peanut Butter, as they're all just seemingly like came down here and lost themselves and fell asleep. They must have been really tired, man.
Y'all must be taking naps in weird places. There's beds literally down the hall. But yo, you do you, bros.
From this point, you can head off into either the prison area where like all the cells and things are, or into the storage area.
I'll put Stuffle like slightly under his head so he's like a pillow.
And then
He's gonna have a wicked bad like just body ache after that. Sorry, what was available for me to do?
You can either go to the storage area, or you can go to the cells area where you guys have woke up before.
I'm feeling storage.
Okay. Get out of here, guys.
Jerry.
You make your way over toward the storage. As you do, let's make some room. Actually, I guess we can use the room back here because it's probably a lot easier to do that. We'll just pile it on top of this area.
Put it on the boat.
Why is there a ditto on the wall? This is where the bad people kept Marilyn when they kidnapped me, Vivi.
This is where fuck those guys.
Now they're good people, I guess.
Who
I don't know, man. Life's
screw
life's
those
a bag of
screw
potato
those guys,
chips.
man.
And
Hey, look, it's Arby's waifu. It's Londinator 464.
Speaking of these three. Boop. Boop. And
So like National Earth Day and everyone's taking naps to conserve energy. So that works, right?
Yeah.
Man, Marilyn is so good. She knew the holiday when I didn't. I feel bad, man.
Maryland's
I'll have
just
to nap
great.
extra hard later.
Maryland's just great, man. Doop. Donna.
Fucking 102.
Clint.
Oh no.
Helioptile.
And
Oh, man. Is she gonna be in the storage room?
as you come into this area, the first thing that you notice is, I mean, there's a Golbat here.
Hey guys, doing alright?
It flies to you. What do you do? I'm playing. This is why I said it was funny, because you were heading to the area where the Golbat was. Anyway, you make your way into the area. As you do, you notice that that McDaddy and Arby and how many Arby's waifus are there?
I have no idea.
Infinite Arby's.
Because like, wasn't like
The announcer?
yeah, the announcer was also named Arby's waifu.
Hold on.
Dude, this one's called Arby's waifu Junior.
This is Denny's waifu.
Denny's wife for sure. This is
Anyway.
like Dennis' uncle.
Anyway, you make your way into the room. As you do, you see that two of the people have collapsed. Two of the members of Team Break have collapsed over here. They have like a couple of drowsy with them. You look forward. You see that Bootlicker. What the fuck? Who renamed Clint? At least put in the description. We need to know. Anyway, as you notice that Clint seems to be off by this area. He seems to be clutching onto Helioptile. As he is clutching onto Helioptile, Helioptile seems to be letting off a glow, almost like Helioptile is basically like using an electric attack right now. And King seems to be trying to fight off these two Magneton that are here.
Oh, that's gonna be a bad time.
The two Magnetons seem to be being controlled by Mega Bitch. By Mega Bitch and Windinator 64. Mega Bitch seems to have Sherry in his hands and has wrapped some sort of cloth around her mouth to stop her from screaming.
Oh, that's why she wasn't answering. Yo, that's no bueno, yo.
Back away! Get away from here!
No. Well, I mean, I wanna.
Magneton!
Eevee.
Magneton tries to go around, but King, like, fucking does, like, a flappy motion, like, fuck off! Clint seems to call back, Keanu, is that you?
Yes, it's me. It's your boy, Keanu.
Hurry
I'm
up!
gonna walk around the box so I can't see the Golbat. It's just gonna be a sec.
Hurry up!
Okay, Eevee, I need you to hurt some people real quick.
Vivi is rushing forward. He is ready to fight some Magnetons. As this is going on, you go around this side so that you don't have to look at King. You notice that Clint seems to be laying in the same way that actually you weren't there. You weren't at Ulysses. He seems to be on the ground. His legs like turned off in very strange angles. He's holding on to Helioptile, who seems to be letting off a charge. He seems to be very desperately holding on to it, almost like that charge may be the only thing keeping him up right now.
Yeah, you shouldn't like sit like that. It's real bad for your posture.
I can't move my legs.
Oh, that's no good. Evie, use Tri-Tech.
Oh man, that sucks. Hey Evie, get rid of these guys. Hey Evie, fuck these guys, man.
I'm just gonna fix these. I'll like bend over and try and straighten them out so they're not at a bad angle. That can cause some real bad damage down the line.
You start messing with him. As you're touching him, you feel that he has like a very small electric charge going through him right now from Helio. But it's not like something that hurts or anything. You start messing around. All right, so we're gonna say that we're getting into battle here. As this goes on, King isn't looking great because he's fighting 2 electric types. Two at least, you know, like evolved electric, not fully evolved. And the other 2, they seem pretty fine. They seem pretty okay with their situations right now. Vivi comes in right now. Roll me for Vivi's speed. I already have the order that these 3 are going in.
Boop.
Vivi is going last.
So he's got 14. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, right. I forgot. Your fucking speed's actually pretty good. Vivi is going almost last. Vivi is going next to last. As we're gonna go to top of the order for this fight. Top of the order, we go to this Magneton. It could have been either Magneton, but I'm gonna say it's this Magneton. As this Magneton is going to attempt to use a Thunderbolt.
That makes sense. Well, with the lightning and stuff.
It is attempting to use it on King, and it does not. It doesn't. That's a 1. It doesn't. It doesn't hit him. It doesn't. It's just. It doesn't happen. It's fine. All right. So King's turn. King is going to attempt to use a wing attack. As King is going to attack the Magneton in front of him. 10 plus the 7, I believe you have. That actually just hits the Magneton. As it goes for an attack on the Magneton. The Magneton's an electric steel type. It isn't going to take amazingly amounts of damage from this, but it is going to hit and strike at the Magneton. At which point it is Vivi's turn.
Yeah, I'm going to continue with the Tri-Attack.
All right, Vivi's going to use Tri-Attack. It is only using it as the normal attack since it did not touch any plates or anything. I would like you to please roll me for your special attack.
Let's do it, Thieves.
That's pretty fucking. That's pretty fucking good. So
pretty
they're
good.
steel types, so they will take half damage. However, that's a lot of damage. That's still a lot of damage.
Damage.
That's actually you rolled a 19 too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, this poor Magneton. Okay, so as you hit with the special attack, altogether that would have been 43 damage. We're gonna say that is gonna be instead 22 damage. Upon hitting with the attack, it also has a chance to burn, freeze, or paralyze the target. So roll me a d4. On a 4, we'll re-roll and we'll go with with whatever the thing goes. 3. So you are. I guess you're gonna paralyze it. You're gonna paralyze the electric type, I guess. They're not immune to paralysis. I don't think they're immune to paralyzation. So yeah, go ahead. As you strike the Magneton in front of you, you seem to paralyze it. It seems to have a shocking like electricity build up around it, which is normal because it's a Magneton, but for some reason it's detrimental now. So this Magneton's gonna first off roll odds or evens. I'm gonna go ahead and go with odds. If it hits an odds, it is paralyzed. It is paralyzed this turn.
Get short-circuited, bro. Dab on the head.
Dab. Dab,
Good job,
dab,
BB.
dab. You're just back there. Dab, 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 dab.
I always dab away from Golbat.
Good job, King.
Single masculine tear.
We're gonna go back up to top with this Magneton. As this Magneton is going to attempt to Thunderbolt yet again. And probably get a Nat 1 yet again. That's a 19 it got, instead of a Nat 1, actually.
That's significantly better.
So that is going to hit our boy King, and unfortunately, because he's a flying type, he's down. All King needed to do was get hit by one Thunderbolt, man. He is just out.
That makes sense.
He gets struck with a Thunderbolt. You see King go down, and it falls into the large boxes off to the side of it. Upon doing this, Clint goes, "King!"
No, it's probably good for now. Don't worry about it.
He looks to Helioptile. As he does, he goes, "Help them out. Don't worry about me." He sets Helioptile down, and as soon as he sets Helioptile down, Clint seems to, at that point, just seem to be overtaken by the sleep and then falls forward onto his stomach. At which point, Lonzo gives $4, says, "To Vivi. To Vivi. To Vivi. To Vivi. Perfect." Thank you very much, Lonzo. We are going to be going to... Unfortunately, it's going to be going to Vivi's turn. Helioptile is going to be going last. So, Vivi, you are now in front of 2 Magneton.
Vivi.
What is Vivi going to do?
Try attack.
Go for it. Roll me for that special attack, my dude.
Eh.
Five plus 8, unfortunately, does not hit. As you send out a tri-attack toward the Magneton in front of you, even though it is paralyzed, it moves. or maybe because it's paralyzed, he missed. Who's to say? But it does in fact murder Windinate. I'm kidding. Unfortunately, it does not hit, as it's going to be going to this Magneton's turn. It's going to roll against paralyzation. I'm going to say evens. If it rolls evens this time, it is paralyzed. It is paralyzed. This Magneton's just having a rough day. At the very end of initiative, we're going to be going to Helioptile. Helioptile, are you going to do the thing that'll hit everybody, or are you going to do the thing that will only hit one person? I suggest the one person, but okay, you have enough. You're fine. All right. Helioptile is going to attempt to Thundershock, which is not very great on them, but is the only nat 20s. I'm gonna say he's helping ganging up on this one.
Helioptile, the Lord of Light.
He seems to go forward and strike the Magneton with a Thundershock. Upon doing so, it is going to do double damage, and then it's going to do half damage. So it's going to do normal damage. This Magneton's not looking fantastic. It's as it gets struck with the lightning, it seems to some of its magnets on its side seem to droop down a little bit. As you see Sherry kicking her legs and going "good job" and stuff like that, but she can't say anything.
Yeah, do it, Sharon.
As this is going on, at the end of the initiative, 102 looks over at Windinator. He's like, "Take care of this. I'll get it ready." As he takes Sherry and starts moving back, you see him set Sherry down and break open one of the boxes, which appears to have a Wave Runner on it.
No, though.
He is planning on trying to escape. It's through the storage hatch with a Wave Runner. However, he is a tiny scientist and probably can't pull that thing anywhere. So we're gonna go back up to the top of the order, which is this Magneton, who has just gotten a kill and smells blood. While this is happening, however, Evelyn, April, Varric, You guys make your way down into the sub basement.
Even 2, Electric Boogaloo.
As you come down here, you notice that there are several people who are unconscious in this area. Luckily, however, Ron here, he has a pillow. He's laying on John Cena, so he's
Kiana
fine.
was here. Okay.
He's fine. Upon getting in here, I would like for Skitty to please roll me for their perception.
All right. Gonna throw one of these. Not great, but
17. That's really good. Plus your 4, that is a 21. That's what we were rolling for, Dodge. These unfortunately the ship has very thick steel doors, so and none of the humans here would have had a chance to try to hear them. However, one good thing about being a Skitty, Evelyn, is you're like, I have Pokemon hearing.
Exactly.
And you hear a battle going on in the store toward the storage area.
That way. Just gonna rush off.
You go over to the storage area. You start jumping up at the door like
I think Evelyn is trying to tell us.
Warrior goes over, starts bouncing up at it.
Warrior
He's
is
not even trying to
trying
open the
to
door. He's
tell
just
us
jumping too.
something.
I will not be outdone.
You guys make your way over toward the storage hatch. You open it up. As you do, you are met with the sight in front of you, which is Magneton's turn, which Magneton is going to attempt to use Thunderbolt on Eevee.
Heck.
Achoo.
As it gets a 10, plus it's 6. That is just enough to hit special defense. As unfortunately, Eevee gets struck with the Thunderbolt. That's a pretty decent amount of health from you too. You're at full though, so you're fine. Oh, you're one of the 50 health people. Eevee gets struck with Thunderbolt. As Eevee gets struck with Thunderbolt, he has 4 health.
Oh no.
Thunderbolt is a very strong attack. Thunderbolt does about as much damage as Tri-Attack does, but not as much. As Thunderbolt strikes down, it seems to strike at Eevee. Eevee stands. Eevee at this point is like, nah, that's fine. I don't want to go down and all. As Eevee shakes himself off and then like looks back all determined and stuff. It's his turn.
We're gonna try attack the one that just hit him.
All right, go for that Tri-Attack. Try for that Tri-Attack.
Try for the Tri-Attack.
That is a nat 20.
Oh boy.
Which is a 19 plus, so we're gonna have to roll for a thing as well. However, before that, he'll be taking full damage because he does resist it, but also he'll be taking double damage. So that is going to be altogether. Oh wait. By the way, no. Eevee has 14 health, not 4 health. My bad.
Ooh.
My bad. 14 health, not 4 health.
Either way, another one of those is bad. But
yes, either way, it's bad.
It's better.
But you do 43 damage, and I would like you to roll me a d4, please.
4
reroll.
3.
It gets paralyzed. As both of the fucking Magneton are short-circuited.
Delicious.
We're gonna be going to this Magneton. I'm gonna say evens again. If it hits evens, then it is paralyzed. Hey, look, guys, it's even. I'm no kidding. Paralyzed. This Magneton just has not gotten anything to do today.
I've never been hit with lightning before. Is that what I do to people? This is terrible.
Helio is going to attempt to Thundershock once more. Did it just fucking nat 20 again?
You see, this is why I
Helios
had
the
bad luck.
lightning god.
Look,
He is
guys. All
I
right.
have trust issues. This is why I have trust
I-
issues.
Helio
bad
looks.
roll.
Helio looks at the magneton. It spreads its little freaking ear thingies as it starts to glow. It looks angry at its fallen comrades and then strikes forth with a thunder shock, taking down this magneton.
Snap.
As that magneton is taken down. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
At which
I don't
point,
think
that
he-
is the end of that initiative. Guys.
I don't think he needs our help.
Like, we just like turn away, like bye.
You got this.
As this
got
is
it,
happening,
guys.
Warrior begins to bounce forward like he's getting in this. He's like, I'm getting involved in this. Colonel starts going forward like I'm getting involved in this, but he's a lot slower.
Evelyn will also go.
Where's Kakuna?
I do have a first for blood. let's
Wherever
go.
Kakuna is, man.
Where's my son?
Son!
He's over
John!
here. He's over here. It's fine.
John!
There he is.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
If you want to attempt to aim Kakuna at them, you will have to get closer.
Oh, I planned on getting closer no matter what.
Okay, good.
Hell yeah, baby, let's murder.
Kind of never wanted to evolve at this point.
Varric, Varric has a
Very
gun.
appropriate.
Varric is wielding a gun. You're wielding a sword. You know, this is just Pokemon things.
The arrangement is like Pokemon gun,
My
Pokemon
Kaku
sword,
gun.
and then Pokemon shield. Pokemon shield is Colonel.
As more Pokemon begin to come into the area, the Windinator's like, "Argh." As he's doing that, Mega Bitch is like trying to push the Wave Runner. Unfortunately, he's not able to do so. He is far too fucking weak. As he looks back towards you guys, "Ugh. Seems like we have to rely on this once more." As he does, he seems to reach into his coat pocket. He takes out some sort of a vial and chucks it at you guys. Upon chucking the vial at you guys, out of the Pokemon that are out, I'd say Kakuna does not have to worry about it at all. And I don't think that Castellet... No, we'll have Castellet. Okay. Basically, I would like for a roll from a luck roll from Evelyn, from Keanu, and from April, because Kakuna is not affected by this at all.
Alright, baby. I'm gonna drop 2 inspiration.
That's
I
pretty
got a
good.
17.
Okay, let's go, baby. 1.
Oh, come on.
and
Oh,
3.
that's way better.
So my highest was 16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. As he
Is it
seems to
fresh?
chuck this thing over towards you guys, the gaseous like thing seems to explode out from the vial. As it does, Warrior seems to push his way through it. Vivi seems to push his way through it. Colonel seems to push his way through it from way back here. Evelyn pushes her way through it. However, as this is going on, the people who are here, the humans, unfortunately, you guys were hit with the main attack of this thing. Just like Clint and Ulysses, you guys immediately seem to fall down to your knees.
Snooze.
You guys are not knocked out because you guys got good luck rolls. Except for
My
Vera.
leg,
Don't worry about her.
ow.
But you guys feel like you guys feel like the lower part of your body has basically gone numb.
My leg!
As this happens, the Mega Bitch does his thing, and I would like for Evelyn and Colonel, Kakuna, and Sir Castellet to roll me for their speeds to see where they are going to fall in the initiative.
Alright.
So,
that's
I'm
okay.
affected by
Both of you.
the gas.
Yes.
Oh, Colonel's not doing too hot.
It's 20.
Oh my
So-
fucking god.
Castellet is ready.
This one's for Evelyn. That's
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in the cocoon inspiration.
Good.
He has 0 speed.
Nervous blue.
Do our automatic fails a thing in terms of this?
That just means you are at the bottom of the initiative.
13.
Okay, because
You got a
she
1,
has
so
a
you're-
10. but-
Yeah, it's. I mean, did anyone else get? I mean, you're not gonna be at the bottom at that point because at that point I think that Colonel will be at the bottom.
I got higher than Colonel and I got
Yeah.
a nat 1.
Colonel is definitely he's back here.
He's doing his
Colonel
best.
is mine.
So at this point, Sir Castellet takes first in the initiative. So Sir Castellet notices that Evelyn goes down. He then releases Evelyn from the with his with, not Evelyn, bleh, sees April go down. He then releases April with his little cloth and immediately just like starts like viciously stabbing himself toward Magnetum. What do you want him to do?
Don't have much of a choice than do slash.
All right, roll me for that attack. Magneton has a pretty decent defense, but I believe in you.
I believe in. You know what? I believe in him. Let's go.
He believes.
That
in a
is-
thing called love.
Take.
That is a miss.
Just say no. Just like that.
See, it's like, it's still cinematic though. It's like swinging itself and like Magneton is blocking with its little magnets and stuff. It's like an anime battle,
Trading blows.
I believe that at that point it would go to what was Kakuna's again?
13.
13. I believe at that point it goes to Eevee. No, it goes to Magneton. I almost skipped the one fucking person on the other team. Magneton sees you guys. As it does, it seems to go and charge itself as it's gonna go for a thunderbolt toward the one it knows it can one shot as it's gonna attack Warrior with it.
Oh snap! Snapper snaps.
It does not hit Warrior.
Good.
Warrior bounces out of the way like fuck you say to me. I'm kidding. Warrior's
What
fine.
are you saying to me, mate? What are you saying to me?
Oh right, I forgot to roll for paralyzation anyway. For paralyzation. Wait. I have to actually. I'm gonna say odds. Evens. It's not paralyzed. Okay, good. So it did its thing.
Oh, there's something bad.
I remembered. Shut up, chat. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I love you. All right. At that point, we're gonna be going to Vivi. Vivi's turn. At this point, you are on your knees with Clint.
Use try attack on Mega Man.
Do it. That's hits. that is a hit. Roll me. You were gonna be doing half damage, unfortunately, but it does still hit. As the boy Magneton here gets struck with the tri-beam of power coming out from Vivi, it seems to shake it off somewhat.
Targeting Mega Bitch.
Oh wait! Oh, okay. Hold on then.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Hold on then.
Because he said he put Sherry down, and I'm like, well, you're a valid target.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's see if somebody does something.
Somebody wants.
No! He Windinator jumps in the way and gets hit with the try attack.
Well, that guy's gonna get a demotion.
That
No!
romance is true.
I don't know you,
You're right.
dude. But respect, I guess.
As that goes on, we are going to be going to Warrior's turn. Warrior is going to attempt to Dragon Rage.
Oh, nice. Do it. Do it, you fish.
Which 100% is going to hit. As a jet of blue flames comes out from Magikarp, Sir Castellet is keeping Magneton right where he's at. As Magneton is engulfed in those bluish purple flames, Magneton looks very much not to enjoy that at all. It does not enjoy that. That is bad. It doesn't like it. That's no. At which point we're going to be going to Evelyn.
Hello.
Evelyn, what do you wish to do?
Assist is completely.
Oh, actually, no. It's Kakuna's turn.
Oh snap!
What you doing, Kakuna?
It's Kakuna's
I
turn.
am done.
As you aim Kakuna, Kakuna is looking at all of the trials and troubles in front of him. He's unfortunately he smells the burns from the thunderbolts onto Vivi, his friend. As this is happening, are you aiming him?
Yes, I'm gonna aim him. These things are part steel.
They're steel type, yes.
Poison's not gonna do shit.
They're immune.
Nope.
Yeah.
They're immune. So I'm gonna go ahead and aim at Mega Bitch.
Like I said before, you had to
Yes.
be close. You had to be really close,
I
man.
have to be closer, then I'll get closer.
You gonna try to crawl your way over there with your legs not working?
Yeah.
All right, roll me for your endurance.
Poor leg.
Oh boy, endurance.
You have a
Military
it's
crawl.
better than strength.
By 1.
That's fucking
5%.
yeah.
All right, let's do this. It's a 14.
Hey, yeah, I'll let you crawl.
Hell yeah.
You get on your stomach as you start like freaking like military crawling with Kakuna in your hands. As you're like,
Eric.
Oh, you're so happy.
as you lay there, as you lay there, you aim Kakuna at the boy, and you let out a poison sting. Roll me for his attack.
Here we go. Your poison sting is
His attack.
What's the physical attack? Can it be shot?
Yeah, you're shooting it.
Okay. Cause I only question that because it's just a regular attack, not a special attack.
Yeah, it's a
Alright.
regular attack.
Alrighty. 7 plus 4.
That's enough to hit a regular dude.
That'll do it.
As you strike Mega Bitch, a bunch of poisonous pins seem to strike into Mega Bitch. Unfortunately, he did not get poisoned with your roll,
Yeah, I know.
but you were able to hit him with damage. And he's like, I have to do this, and he starts pushing the Wave Runner still.
Give up,
Never,
or you're gonna end up in the fucking hospital.
never.
The hospital is very generous.
As he looks back toward Kakuna, he looks back towards you. He's futilely moving the Wave Runner. He looks back to Sherry. As he does, he grabs Sherry. And upon grabbing Sherry, he seems to pull out from his coat pocket another one of those vials. As he holds it right up to her neck like it's a knife or a gun. Stay back!
Congratulations, you're not going to the hospital anymore.
Stay back or I'll put her to sleep, I guess.
Upon doing that, he looks to you. Your threats mean nothing. From this distance, one inhale. She'll never move again. Back off! As you have Kakuna there, you're still having him pointed there. Kakuna gets an angry face. As Kakuna gets an angry face, roll for Kakuna individuality.
Kakuna individuality?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a 7. Well, here I
It's a
go.
7 for it.
I feel like you want high on this.
That's a pretty high individuality. Kakuna lets out another rain of poison sting. As he does, it seems to strike the Mega Bitch along his arm as he completely just drops the vial. Ah!
Good job, Kakuna.
As it drops the vial, Kakuna, a crack appears on the top of its head. As a crack appears on the top of his head, a large amount of light seems to be escaping from the top as well. Bum 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 bum
Did it do
bum
this?
bum 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 bum.
Skittle skadoodle, watch out for my noodle.
So you've been asking me for like ever about your S card over here. You had gotten the sun.
I got the sun.
What the sun does is it makes the next encounter you have a shiny encounter.
Oh.
I didn't expect you to run into any Pokemon within the next couple of games whenever you had got it. So I decided that instead of making it the next encounter, I'd make it your Beedrill.
Awesome.
And then whenever FOMO was getting all of the arts and stuff done, she's just like, "My baby's gonna evolve."
He's green. He's a mean green.
Is he
bean.
missing eyes? He's not missing eyes. They're right there.
Yeah, look at him. That
Those
was
are
my
the eyes
own.
of a fierce warrior. The determination in those eyes.
Oh, this guy's gonna get fucked.
That's the face of a warrior.
As Beedrill rises up from Kakuna's thing, the mass of this Beedrill, by the way, should not have been able to fit inside of that Kakuna. It is a slightly larger Beedrill. It is not a giant variant, but it is a large Beedrill.
It's a thick bitch.
As
Is it like the size of him?
it is around the size of Varric. Yes, it is shorter than Varric, but it is comparable to Varric.
Jeez.
It is a large boy.
Of that absolute unit.
My boy.
As this happens, it sent the poison sting over at the Mega Bitch. Mega Bitch looks back like ah. He kind of drops Sherry as Sherry just kind of like looks back over to it and looks back over toward Beedrill. Beedrill sees him drop Sherry. Rushes forward. Let's just have them do this for a bit.
That's gonna be that for a little while.
It seems to tackle the Mega Bitch.
Just
As it
rams
is
its
tackling
fucking
the Mega Bitch, it seems to be stinging him over and over.
Jesus Christ.
They're brutalizing him.
Impales him.
It is using Fury Attack.
Oh
He has
my god.
fury attack. My green
I am
boy.
the orchestra
So there's
today.
still a Magneton over here. So Evelyn, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. She's heckin' amazed at what just happened. All right, here. Assist is useless because only one boy's around right now, so I think
You could
she's
use
just
that
gonna-
boy's abilities though.
I mean, yeah, but
You
one of
could-
them is like variable, and
Well,
one of them
yeah,
is
but
fine.
you could use nature power,
I could if I roll properly.
or you could use the question mark attack.
if I roll properly.
You can do it, my boy.
Do my own moves go towards that as well?
No,
Oh, it only works. Okay.
yeah. You can do
Um,
it, my boy. I believe in you.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll try it. Why not?
Yay! Do. Go
You want to
ahead
just roll
and...
a d4 and re-roll on a 4?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
I kind of really want you to get number 3.
I really want it too, man. Kind of want to use inspiration on this, but I don't think I can. Fuck!
I'm
Fine!
The one we didn't want.
Fuck that. That's
Unfortunate, man. As you look back to Colonel looks so determined, and you're like, "All right, don't worry, Colonel. I'll take him down with your power." Then you bide.
This isn't what I wanted.
I'll take him down with your power in a minute.
This is
Give
not what
it
I
like
wanted.
5 minutes.
Helio.
What exactly does Bide do again?
You deal after you get hit. You deal back double the damage that you're getting hit.
Well, it's
after
probably
2
gonna be
turns.
useless because he's pretty
Oh,
sure not gonna get hit.
Yeah, it's completely useless. Like you're don't worry about this. Helio is gonna go. As Helio is going to attempt to go for a Thunder Shake.
Do it, Raikage. Get a 20 again.
Oh my fucking god.
That's 3 in a row. That is a 1 in 8,000 chance.
Why? Why? He's dead.
So basically, what happened here is that Helioptile hated being on screen so much, but he wants to show off how powerful he is.
He's dead. we killed Magneton.
Really?
Good job.
You ignores type immunity. He's like, fuck off with that shit.
I mean, his electric attacks are more powerful because of his mutant ability.
And also, Magneton aren't immune to electric. They're just
resistant. Yeah.
So yeah, he's dead.
Annihilated.
Another death on this ship. Execution's really fun.
As you guys do this, you all like look back to each other and give like a smile of victory as you hear just off in the distance from behind a large crate.
Nothing help you, but my legs don't work.
As Sherry's just laying there watching it happen.
If you could see her mouth, she'd be smiling.
Sherry, maybe come over here.
She's tied up. She's tied up and has a thing over her mouth right now.
Yeah, we're
Just
in time
noodle
here.
your way over here.
Over here. Make like a cat.
Yes, I am crawling over to Sherry.
Just kind of like Castle, like, can you go and get Cheryl?
As you guys are laying there, and having defeated the Magnetons and all that, Sir Castellet makes his way over and goes and starts to slice at the binds that are there. Evelyn, you're completely free to do whatever you want. Helio's just like standing in between the two Magneton. As he does, like little jets of electricity seems to come from them because all 3 of them are electric types and magnetism and blah blah blah. It like goes ooh, and it just lays down because it likes lazing around like that. He's like, oh cool, lays down. Warrior just triumphantly like bounces. Vivi runs back over to Keanu and just starts going like jumping him down like, did you see it? Did you see what I did?
I saw it all, good boy.
Colonel finally gets into the battle.
Battle's over. Listen, we're in the same boat, my friend.
He runs up, puts 1 foot on the Magneton. He's like, I did it.
He just like runs
That
over to
was
the Magneton
me.
and he starts just kicking it.
Aw.
Clang.
I need to kick them while they're down.
Kick.
Clang.
As Sir Castellet starts slicing at the binds, Sherry seems to get her arms free just as you're like getting your way over here. He seems to stand up, the Beedrill like jumping back and flying up a bit. He looks back over towards you guys. He takes one step and just falls over again.
You.
He is out.
Evelyn kicks him.
Several bleeding wounds on his body.
You just see his face is so swelled beyond any type of recognition.
What do I have to roll to make him be allergic to Beedrill?
Oh God, no!
That's terrifying because I'm allergic to bees. Anyway, I'm like really bad allergic to bees.
It's a death threat, dude.
But as Sherry like takes off her binder on her mouth, she's like, "Pa, huh? Well, it took you guys long enough.
Sorry, we took a wrong turn.
Why are you on the ground floor?"
The sleeping gas.
Oh yeah. He really should have told me if he was gonna use it on you guys.
I don't think he was listening to you.
I wouldn't have made it if I knew it was gonna be used on you guys.
Wait, what?
What?
You made it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. I had all the drowsy help me.
Huh.
I mean, cool, I guess.
That's cool.
It wasn't really anything to really make. It was just a bunch of drowsy drool.
What?
Who said she ever knew
It was just a bunch of drowsy drool combined with a bit of smoke and stuff, and it just made a little bit of a mist. You really shouldn't inhale drowsy drool, though. I don't think it's good for you.
Was that true? What he said, that you would like never move again if he did that?
I think he was bluffing, but I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Do it on him to find out.
Good
I
job,
didn't know we had a little boat inside the boat. She goes over to the Wave Runner. She seems perfectly fine after her traumatic kidnapping experience and watching a bee fucking mutilate a guy.
I think she's seen worse. I'm gonna make that judgment right now.
Good job, by the way. Looks up to Beedrill.
Beedrill looks down to you as he does. I'm kidding. As he looks down to you, he looks over to his father and looks down to you. It's like, yeah, I know.
I love him.
Angsty child.
I love this bee.
Just turns around and says it to Vegas, like, why? He's like, don't worry about it.
It just flies up and sits on the thing up there.
All right then.
Good job, Beedrill.
Yeah, whatever, Dad. I'm kidding.
I was so hoping that you weren't kidding.
Just like all the unruly Pokemon magnetized and buried.
I've been wanting to make him like a little emo boy the entire time.
Do it. You have the power.
No, he is. I'm being canon with this. The first thing he said was completely what he said.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I know.
God.
Just goes up there.
Just like Napoleon Dynamite about it.
I showed him my skills.
You sure did.
I hate this so much. I also love this so much. I'm feeling very conflicted.
As Sherry just kind of goes over to the Wave Runner and sits down on it and like tries to figure out how to turn it on and everything like that. You guys lay there for a minute and eventually you guys start feeling the numbness leaving your legs.
Awesome. Let's find some rope. Put this guy into one of the
I want to go
cells.
through this guy's pockets.
You start going through his pockets. As you do, Inside of one rather oversized pocket, you find an orb.
The orb.
Rolls it out with her nose.
Oh, is that what that fucking is?
Yeah, it's the orb.
It's the
Oh,
orb.
okay. You have to say it with a British accent.
It's a lot big. It should not be that big, but yeah, it's the orb.
And it fucking rolls constantly. It's annoying as shit.
You have gotten it. You
Oh,
you nudge at its pockets, and the orb just kind of chunks out and falls to the ground.
Okay, I locked it.
Here's this thing. We should really like keep this somewhere safe.
Yeah. Picks
What
up
was it?
in his pocket.
Where was this supposed to like? This was like the magnet. This was like a magnet thing, right? What were we doing?
It's too
with
big
this?
to be in your pocket.
Too big to be in my pocket. Oh
Yeah,
no.
he has big pockets. He has a fucking lab coat and shit. This thing is about the size of a large, like not a large ball, but like a basketball.
So, how tattered up is his lab coat now?
He doesn't look like he has much of anything protecting him at all.
Okay.
It has been ripped to tatters.
Is there anything else
Good.
inside his pockets?
If there was,
Oh, okay.
you do notice that he has both of the Pokeballs for the Magneton on him.
Okay, I guess I'll just return those. Oh no, Helio's having fun. Helio's having fun with
Oh,
them.
you're gonna leave him out?
Yeah.
All right. Helio's just like laying down, getting that extra charge off those two.
Yeah. Doesn't have anything else on him. I guess tie him up.
All right, you guys seem to have a handle on this. Maybe make sure that cop guy, who's totally a cop, isn't dead. I gotta go.
All right. I'm gonna
Uh,
search this dude's pocket.
Hit me up when you're doing the flip sit. Bye.
Why are you
Oh,
leaving
later.
so fast, Keanu? What's up, man?
Are you asking God, or is there somebody else?
I'm asking. It is I, God. Why are you leaving so quickly, Keanu?
He just perches on Keanu's shoulder. Hello.
Hello. Are you my friend? How are you? I did really good. Anyway, Keanu, you're gonna make your way out.
Yup.
All right, you just yeet yourself out of this situation. You're like, all right,
Yoink.
I saved Sherry. Bye.
I did
gonna
it.
Go
Goodbye.
and take care of Vivi's fur and go the fuck to sleep.
You make your way back into
Never
this hall. As you do, you look over. You see that Ron has like moved in his sleep. He is now cuddling with John Cena.
Mm. You take a picture.
Go for it, man. Roll for that perception.
Oh shit!
It is actually a fantastic ass fucking picture. As you take a picture, you have there's a certain quality to it of this large manly man cuddling with this small bear. The light works just well enough inside this place to where it's just like it just has a nice homey feel to it. You feel like you could probably fucking sell this.
Make like a little like gift card. Do we have gift card? You know what?
Yeah,
It's
you
just
can.
me.
You tell
Alright.
me.
Just gonna walk off thinking to myself about it.
As you go to leave, April, are you what's
Yeah.
going on with you? You have the feeling back in your legs. Where you want to
Oh,
go?
my legs are back? Yes, excellent.
What would you like to do?
First door. We're in the castle. Yeah. Right.
Where the fuck over there?
Sir Castellet floats back over to you.
You just hold out your hand like fucking Thor, and
Ah.
he comes back to you.
You making your way over to the M princess here?
Of course.
She's just sitting on the Wave Runner and she's like checking everywhere like, where?
Yeah, what are you looking for? Are you okay?
It's like, how do I turn it on?
I don't know how to do it either. Let's find out.
Wreck the blades.
I'm just gonna
on the
look
wooden
around to see how
floor.
it turns out too.
It's
Because I
yeah,
genuinely
totally.
do
It's
not
fine.
know.
You
find
could
out.
you check it out. You see that there is a section for a weirdly shaped key.
I think it needs a wiggly key.
Bullshit. I'm kidding. No.
This guy didn't have a key on him, did he?
I mean,
Again,
it's like-
last game I told you guys I don't see them getting away.
He's a fucking dumbass.
If by some grace of God he got to the exit with the Wave Runner, it would have just been beside the boat.
Did anyone
Which
get
is
back
still
the orb?
moving, technically.
It would have been, it would have been getting away from the boat, but at the same time, it's like you could have just stopped the boat and like turned around or like
Pull out
did anything.
second Wave Runner. Grab lifeboat.
This guy saw one too many action movies. All right.
Second Wave Runner with a key in the ignition.
Listen, this guy, he just like, I've been planning this for days. Days!
Literal days!
You know how hard it was to convince a little girl to mess around with drowsy spit? Not actually that hard.
You needed to convince her to do that?
I mean, I was gonna convince her to do it, but then she just fucking did it anyway. I thought I would have had to
a
done
thing
more.
You could have just cut out the middleman for, dude.
Listen, it's weird if I do it.
You're the scientist, dumbass.
I was asking the question.
Listen,
Anyone get
I
back the
was
orb?
busy. I was busy getting.
Evelyn got it.
I was busy getting the Wave Runner.
That was my
no,
job.
Wave Runner. My job was getting the runner to wave.
Yeah, but actually, no, Varric has it now. Or no, he doesn't because he couldn't carry it. So it's right here. It's on the floor.
I mean, I could carry it, but.
You could carry it, you just can't hold it in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. Although
But
I want
no,
to search.
Sherry seems very disappointed. She's just like, well, where's the key?
Don't ask me. I really don't know.
Pouts. She just kind of lays forward on the Wave Runner, just like, I'm bored.
Well, she's back to normal, so nothing, no harm, no foul, right?
We should probably go check on the others.
What the fuck does this guy have in his pockets?
Yes, I've been
You
trying
guys-
to loot him.
You guys go over to him. You guys like go over him. You don't really see much of anything on him right now. He is still dressed like a police officer, but at the same time, he doesn't really have a ton of stuff. You check him out though. He does seem to have his pockets full of Pokeballs. As you check them out, they seem to be Pokeballs that are in use.
Oh.
He
We
seems
should
to have, I think, let's see here. How many Pokeballs does he have? Scrolls over here. One. Where are the other Magnemites? He has several.
He has several Magnemites, and that's it?
He has several Magnemites, Magnemite Pokeballs, as well as several Drowsy Pokeballs.
Okay.
Looks like as he was leaving, he kind of lined his pockets with some of the with some of Team Break's Pokemon.
The breakthroughs or breaks? Or...
Breakthroughs, you know what I mean.
Okay. We should probably take those back then. Yoink.
Other than that, roll me for your guys' luck, I guess. We'll see if he has anything else.
Let's see
Roll
here. You
for
know, this is the
valuables
perfect
to
time to
steal.
use 2 Respectspiration.
Use one inspiration.
My last 2
I didn't
Respectspiration.
not really need it, but
First,
yeah, I didn't need
16,
it, but
12, So 16.
Do-do-do. You guys look him over. You're trying to see if he has literally anything that could be of use to you guys. Going through his pockets, he doesn't seem to have much of anything besides do-do-do-do. Blip. He seems to have a great ball on him.
Oh.
Neat.
This one does not seem to be in use.
I'm pretty good on Pokeballs, I think. You want that?
Sure, I'll take it.
He seems to have a great ball on him. You guys take the Magnemite Pokeballs and the Drowsy Pokeballs, and I'm guessing you guys get to tying him up as well. As well.
You know what? Actually,
What are you doing?
Last time we stole some lab coats, and those worked pretty fucking good.
Hey, Sherry.
I mean, you're pretty sure that you could probably get these outfits since you're on the team break ship.
Oh, that's true, actually. Okay.
Sherry looks back at
Joker.
I want to try something. Could you please step off of the Wave Runner for a sec? I'll put it right back.
She holds onto the Wave Runner like.
It's mine.
No, it's gonna be cool.
She steps off the Wave Runner with
I
promises of cool.
I throw the Pokeball, the heavy ball, at the Wave
The what?
The heavy
Wave
ball.
Runner.
That's a great
Yeah.
ball.
It's a great ball, dude.
Oh, shit! It's a great ball.
You
I
can still
thought it was a
try.
good ball. Yes, I'm gonna still try anyway.
I will say, to do this, you don't need a great ball.
I don't.
You could do stuff like this with Pokeballs.
Oh well, I'll grab my Pokeball then. I know this.
However, I will say that dependent on the size of the thing, it could be a higher Pokeball need. However, using the Great Ball, it does go in the Great Ball. You can also release it from there. It isn't going to waste the Great Ball.
Awesome.
I've already told you guys. You guys can put items inside Pokeballs.
And I just remembered it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
You throw
it's
the
like a
great you
super
throw the
heavy
great ball. You throw the Great Ball at it, and the Wave Runner seems to disappear into light and go inside the Pokeball.
Awesome. This does work. Awesome.
Oh, that's super cool.
And I go over and I release the fucking Wave Runner again.
You go to release the Wave Runner. As you go to release the Wave Runner, you have not tried to do something like this before. Upon trying to release the Wave Runner, I would like you to please roll me for your... We'll go with... Should I be nice to you? I'll be nice to you. Go for intelligence.
Okay. Let's see, and it's a nat 20.
You're able to do it, and upon doing it, you also notice that when that by releasing the item, the ball was almost heavily damaged beyond repair. You feel like trying to release items from there, which is my thing of saying, because I told you before that like people find Pokeballs on the ground and they find like items and stuff in them, like what Keanu had done that one time. But like you don't get the Pokeball back if you use the item in the games. So like you could have a chance of wasting the Pokeball if it's not a Pokemon. Is basically what I'm saying.
All right, so that's how that works.
Whenever you release anything, it's very hard to get the Pokeball back. Which is also why you don't get Pokeballs back for releasing Pokemon.
Okay.
But you're able to get through that this time with the Great Ball.
Awesome.
We still don't have the key for that.
Well, it's on the ground still now.
Oh, it is? Okay. I didn't
Yeah, he just released it.
The key, though. Still gotta find that.
That's what I was saying. The key.
What, is the key now on the ground?
What?
Is that what you were saying?
Why would it be?
Yeah, it's because I said we need to find the key, and you're like, it's on the ground.
No, I said it's on the ground. The Wave Runner.
Okay, well, I was referring to the key, and you just came out with the Wave Runner, so that's why it was confusing.
No. I thought you were saying because you had the Wave Runner now. So I'm like, oh, he released the Wave Runner.
Hmm. Well, should probably try waking people up.
Yeah, this is the storage room. Let's find some rope quickly before Dumbass 1 and Dumbass 2 wake up. Although, he doesn't seem like he will.
I mean, he'll probably wake up eventually. But
You guys do know that you could tie them up, or you could just take them over to the cells.
I
Oh,
have
there are
negative 1
cells?
strength, so
Well, I mean, you haven't seen the cells yet, but the others have.
Oh.
the others know about the cells.
yeah, let's go ahead and get them to the cells.
Why does a... Why... You know what? I'm not gonna ask.
It's the team breakthrough boat. That's why.
Where is
Okay.
he at?
I hope there are significantly less kidnappings from now on.
Nope, even more kidnappings.
I hope there are actually 0.
Ah, shit. Where at? Uh-oh.
That might be it.
I lost a boyo.
Oh no.
You lost a boyo.
I lost a boyo.
What boyo?
The cells are gone.
No, the cells are here. I just lost a boyo.
Oh.
Where's what boyo?
I'll just do this.
What-
All right.
what boy?
So you guys make your way out from where you're at, heading off to the celled areas, off to the side of the ship, just outside of the hallway. You guys kind of like drag them at this point. Again, Clint kind of gets up as well from having his stuff done. Between all of you guys, you're able to drag these guys like one or two with the Pokemon as well off to the cells. Once you guys get inside of there, Varric, April, Sherry, Evelyn, all that good stuff. You guys notice that there is a warden in here. Upon stepping inside, you guys see what appears to be wearing a policeman's hat and spinning a thing of keys in his hands. Mr. Mime!
It's the boy.
I don't know where Mr. Mime is. He should have been inside of here, but he's not.
Can't you make another one?
I could.
Found him.
He was over on the big table.
Oh, you did find him! Yay!
You should have said which boy. We would have found him easily.
Mr. Mime is sitting there twirling a thing of keys on his finger. As he makes his way back over to you guys. You guys remember, you first saw Mr. Mime inside of this room. He was your warden all along.
Hey, Mr. Mime. We got more prisoners for you.
Mr. Mime!
Yeah, they were pretty mutinous.
As he says Mr. Mime, Evelyn.
Yeah.
He says Mr. Mime out loud. You hear him say absolutely nothing when regularly.
Oh my gosh.
Because he's a mime.
That's bizarre. I don't even hear him say Mr. Mime.
You see him say Mr. Mime.
That is so fucking weird.
And that's why Pokemon are scared of Mr. Mime.
And we found out.
But how does that work? He talks as Mr. Mime.
Mr.
though.
Mime!
He fucking.
I am just like even more fascinated by you now.
Mr. Mime! It's like you know that they are hearing him say Mr. Mime. You are just not getting it. You were just you were just not getting anything as a skitty.
That is so cool and weird. But anyway, the cells, yeah.
You gotta phone him and see if you can hear him over telephone.
Yeet.
You guys go to put them in two different cells. As you do, Mr. Mime goes up and locks both of the cells, and goes and looks to you guys, shows you guys which keys they are. but then just like goes and puts them over on like a little key hook area. Mr. Mime.
Thank you, Mr. Mime.
Thank
From what you guys can tell, you guys have enough area here to comfortably imprison 5 people. But you guys also know that you can uncomfortably probably imprison 10 people.
Okay.
I hope they're uncomfortable.
Good.
Well, right now
we stood
they have one.
comfortably in prison 2 people.
Right now they're in 2 different rooms. If you wanted them to be uncomfortably imprisoned, you could have put them both in one room.
No, it'd be too much of a blessing for them to be together.
There's just this guy with all of his swelling and just.
Yeah, he gets
Hi.
to suffer. That's my
Is
first
he-
actions is admin Barrick.
Does
Your
he look
first
like he's
punishment is
fucking
admin
sound
Barrick.
asleep right now, or?
Oh, sound asleep. No,
Oh,
he
no,
is
he's not,
making.
he didn't get put to sleep. He's unconscious.
He
that's
is
right.
making moaning and agony noises.
Oh, so he's still conscious.
No, he's not conscious.
Okay.
He is just. Even in his dreams, he is not getting any respite from getting fucking destroyed. Mr. Mime looks at him. He doesn't know what's going on, but he's like, hey, if he's getting imprisoned, that means he's under my jurisdiction. Mr. Mime looks at him, lets off a smile, closes the little hatch. Looks back to you guys. Mr. Mime!
Nice job.
Terrible.
Yeah, he tried to kidnap Sherry, so he's super no good.
Mr. Mime! Nod, nod. He at least seems to be able to hear you.
Okay, that's good. His invisible walls aren't drowning me out.
As you guys do this and get everything gathered up together here, at this point, you guys get your Pokemon all gathered up. You try to see if there's anything you can do or need to do. What are you doing over here, Mesprit? Get out of here!
Get the heck out of here!
Get the heck out!
What's the goth drill angsty boy doing? You know, we should probably return those magnetons.
Fucking the prisoners wake up, like, what's going on? They just see like 2 eyes at the like door of their bars. Now there's Mesprit.
At this point, you guys could, if you wanted to, give the Pokeballs over to Clint for the magnetons.
Were these? Were these the Team Break magnetons?
These are your
Or Team
guys'
Breakthrough?
magnetons.
These are Team Breakthrough magnetons.
I mean, does it really matter whose magnetons they were in the beginning?
Well, I mean, yeah, that we know who they go to.
In the very beginning, Team Break
in
and
the
Team
very
Breakthrough were the same thing.
I mean, that's true, but like, give them to good people, not that shithead.
You're not gonna give them to anybody. Like, if there's a shithead, I wouldn't give them Pokemon to begin with. Even if they are shithead Pokemon at that point. That's just asking for them to break out. But no, who has the orb?
I have the orb.
Varric can have the
I
orb.
wanted the orb
There
for
you
so long.
There you go, buddy.
I now have the orb.
Take it over to your side.
The orb is mine.
You guys get everything settled. You hand over the Magneton Pokeballs to Clint as he lets you guys. He says that he'll let them into the Pokeball whenever they stir. He's gonna stay around McDaddy and Denny's uncle to try to get him up. But you guys go back up. You start trying to wake up the people who are around. They're in a bit of a deep sleep, however, and unfortunately are not able to immediately get up. You all make your way back up to the laboratory part of the ship. Upon getting there, you guys are able to see Ulysses as well as all of the others. You pass by Chemo and Bulbasaur. Ulysses seems to have gotten up since he as well was only had his legs paralyzed like you guys. He seems to have picked up Lee and Dan and moved them to chairs and things in the room. He's also seemingly moved a couple of people out of the hallway. Whenever he finds you guys, he looks to Sherry, and Sherry goes like, "Hi, Uncle Issies." He looks to Sherry. He looks to you guys. He goes over and he gives Sherry a hug.
Oh.
Uncle Izzy, stop! That's gay. I'm kidding.
That's bad.
No, I'm playing. He goes down and he actually gives her a big hug. And she's like, "Uncle Izzy's not in front of my friends. Not in front of the minions."
She said it. It counts.
As he's like, "I'm really sorry, Sherry. I thought I was strong enough." It's no problem. No matter how you look at it. Whatever, no matter how strong you are, Uncle Ulysses, science always prevails. He looks at her. He pats her on the head. He's like, "You know what? You're right. I'll take this as a learning experience. This is why you're my head admin, Sherry." As he pats her on the head, her eyes go wide like,
Oh.
She very happy to be called head admin after everything that just happened.
Yeah, the head pet admin. Oh.
It's at this point, Varric, you're noticing that Beedrill is very much like, he's following you, he's doing everything. He seems to be like, every time you go into a room, he just kind of hangs out like at the side of like the wall or something and just kind of like stays off to himself. He seems to go off to the dark corner of the room and waits for people to come to see him, you know?
I know.
Oh.
Ulysses looks back to you guys. Well, we're back on schedule. I'm guessing you guys took care of them down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 or 2 got stung a whole lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
the cocoon evolved.
Oh, neat. Don't worry, we'll send somebody down to clean up whatever you guys did in a bit. No, they're not dead. Oh, they're not dead.
No, they're alive.
Oh, okay, cool.
We wouldn't kill
we-
them.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
in the cells right now, so.
hey, I mean, I might not. I'm glad that they're not. I'm not saying that, you know, I would have preferred it either way. What I'm saying is, in the moment, I probably would have.
That's fair.
Well, we're not you.
Yeah, that's a good thing, little Evelyn Skitty. Because now I can interrogate them.
Exactly. There you go.
Perfect. I'm gonna make sure that everybody in the ship gets off to wherever they're going. Try to get some of these people up so they can work on things. But the rest of you guys, you should probably go and hang out. Like, you guys have done a lot today. I'm really appreciative though. If they would have got away with Sherry, I don't know what I would have done.
Well,
I wouldn't have worried about it. There apparently wasn't a key.
He
Yeah.
wasn't too bright for a scientist.
He had a wave runner ready to go, but he didn't have a damn key.
What you do?
You know, maybe I should have like an application process. Like, you have to like be able to score a certain like point or something. Like, to call yourself a scientist instead of just showing up and having a lab coat and me going, "Oh, you're probably a scientist."
I think definitely that should, maybe not exactly that, but I think there should be like a screening process from now on. Just
I'll do
like,
my best.
for the ones that, especially for the ones that we've already got.
I will do my best. Either way.
Dang it.
Huh? What was that, Varric?
He tried lifting the wave runner.
That poor, skinny little fool. I can't wait to beat information out of him. You guys should go lay down.
Hey.
Oh, don't worry. He's funny beat.
Oh. We lost the fumble.
Or is he pretty? Or is he pretty beat?
Ah.
Because of Beedrill.
Clever.
Someone should go with him when he does that.
Goes into the room. So, you tried to kidnap my niece, cracks knuckles.
Holy shit, you're fucked up.
What?
The fucking Beedrill dude.
So, you tried to kidnap my... Oh, dear God, what happened to your face? Oh, I don't even think I...
Your fucking face.
Oh, man, I don't think I can do any worse. You know, I just kind of feel bad now. Do you, like... You want some ointment or something? I'm gonna go get you some coconut oil or something. I'll be back.
Essential oils.
Since your body's already broken, I'll have to break your spirit. Here's some ointment and subpar refreshments.
Ulysses takes Sherry and he goes to like he seems to be like checking up on her, like, are you okay? She's like, I'm fine. At which point he's gonna go take her to her room. You guys, having done all of this,
as he leaves, Evelyn's just gonna say, let me know when you're gonna interrogate him.
Can do. You can hold on to the rags.
That's just okay. Just let me know.
You guys make your way back up toward the tops of the ship. Upon getting up there, you guys have now the orb, as well as a new Beedrill companion, a new Great Ball, things of that nature. My guys.
My dude.
Dude.
You guys separate off into your rooms.
Hey, a new guy. Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves?
Keanu, when you went back upstairs, did you do anything in particular?
Not at all. I went to my room. I took care of
You just
the
passed the
fur,
fuck out. You're
and
like,
I
"Bye."
lied on my bed and stared at the ceiling.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to assume that the same happened for just about everybody. Eventually, whether you guys had... What is that?
What is what?
It's raining.
Okay. As you guys go to your room, eventually, after getting anything you guys need done or having any little chats you guys need to have happen, you all eventually separate and go to your rooms. I'm going to go to each of you. We're going to see if you want to have anything said or done today. But I've already gone over with you guys what's going to happen at this point. So, before that, Varric.
Mm-hmm.
Upon getting to your room, closing out the first day of you being on the ship, is there anything you wanted to chat about or do anything about that you cannot do over the next 2 weeks? Or over the next week, not 2 weeks.
Not really, no.
April, same question.
Can you repeat the question? I think I don't fully understand it.
At this point, you go back to your room. Is there anything you'd like to do, ending off this first day? Talking to anybody, fixing anything, doing anything that you cannot do over the next week?
That I cannot do over the next week.
Yes. Like, is there anything urgent you want to do 100% today? Like, I have to get this done.
Not particularly.
Evelyn, same question.
I'm sorry, I had to focus on something else real quick. Can you run that by me again? I'm sorry.
Hate all of you. I'm kidding. As you make your way back to your room, you get everything. Together. You get all your Pokemon, all your friends, everything together. Is there anything you want to do? Anything you want to talk about? Anything that absolutely 100% has to happen today that cannot happen over the next week?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that we are getting everything settled. As you guys head to bed. The start of your week-long travel here on the Breakthrough ship begins. Upon doing this, I'd already told you guys that a certain thing is going to happen. That certain thing is going to be training.
Cut off.
Boop.
Knitting?
Training.
Training.
Training. It's training, man.
There you go.
It's training, man. Hallelujah.
You keep breaking off.
Am I breaking up?
No,
Not
I'm
for
on.
me.
Okay.
We could switch the call region in a second. I'll do that.
Yeah, if you're going to put it on east, though, because I think that's where she's
Yeah,
at.
most of you are on the east.
All right. So, upon the training, at this point, I thought it would be really really hard to go over what everybody wanted to have done with their Pokemon. Like, oh, I want to train specifically this for this many days, or this for this many days. Instead, I had already told some of you this, but I am basically going to give you guys a certain number of points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each of you are going to be getting 10 points. It's a lot of points. You can do a lot with these points. Now, these 10 points can be split up for any of your Pokemon. I will say, you can 100% just put them all on one Pokemon. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. And my only advice at this point is that some of you who may be close or not close or like close enough or anything to evolutions and things of that nature may want to think about putting at least some points into health. In fact, I'd like to think that any of you might want to think about increasing some of your Pokemon's health at some point.
You're freaking about that? I was about to just put them all in health.
With all that being said, each of you can come and grab a stack of 10.
I see we're gonna get fucked when we get off this boat.
You guys
Like,
have
royally fucked.
1 week of training with all of your Pokemon. As you guys have this 1 week of training with all of your Pokemon, they start getting a lot stronger. You guys have morning calisthenics with Sherry, because Sherry loved doing that whenever she was over at the gym. You guys start like teaching some of your Pokemon like how to aim their long range attacks better on top of the deck, shooting off into the distance, destroying Wingles as they fly by. I'm playing.
Pew!
You guys give them certain foods to increase growth of certain stats. You guys do all the things that good trainers do to increase the stats of their Pokemon. As all of that is going on, you guys also have certain things you guys can do at this point. If you look at each and everybody's trainer techniques, some of you can teach Pokemon moves. I will say, over the course of the week, each of you can teach 2 Pokemon one thing on your trainer techniques. That is to say, for example, if people were to go after Evelyn and be like, "Hey, Evelyn, can you teach my Pokemon Echo Voice?" Evelyn can teach that Pokemon Echo Voice as well as one other Pokemon Echo Voice over the course of this week. Or, if Evelyn wants to, Evelyn can teach Echo Voice to a Pokemon and Helping Hand to a Pokemon.
So it doesn't have to be the same move.
It does not have to be the same move.
Okay.
Each of you can teach 2 Pokemon one thing. With that being said, we're going to go to each of you and see if you have any requests for any of your friends, or anything else going on here. So, starting off, Varric.
Request? You mean begging?
Starting off, Varric. would you like to
Yeah.
teach any of your Pokemon any of your Pokemon Swagger?
I don't know what Kakuna's stats are. I mean, Beedrill's stat. Not at the moment. I don't think I need any of them to have swagger.
Okay. Does anybody here want to ask Varric to teach any of their Pokemon Swagger? Swagger, for those of you who want to know, just in case, is a ability that increases the target's attack by 2 stages, but it also confuses them. So basically, you're just increasing an enemy's attack by 2, and they are confused for a while.
No, I don't think so.
If nobody wants to teach or learn Swagger, we'll move on to April. April, do you want to teach any of your
workup will be overkill?
Do you want to teach any of your Pokemon workup?
It'll be kind of overkill at this point because Bidoof knows workup. It's practically useless for Porta Cookie and also for Litleo. And Sarkazon has Sword Stance, so that's just adding workup too.
Does anybody want to ask April to teach any of their Pokemon workup? Workup, by the way, for those of you who will not know, is an ability that will increase the attack and special attack by 1 stage.
I think I might want to get I would like to get Durant to learn that to get rid of frustration.
I will make you love me.
Right?
I will make you love me.
Perfect thing to do.
It's just like, hey, could you teach my Pokemon this move? Why? Because I want to get rid of this other move.
It's like, can you give my Pokemon anger management?
Basically.
By working him up.
April, would you like to spend some time over the next week teaching Durant how to use workup?
Only if Varric agrees to cook one meal with me.
Sure. I don't see the harm in that.
Hell yeah.
All right. I will say that over the course of the next week, Durant will have learned workup and will have forgotten frustration, making its only attacking move X-Scissor.
Anger management.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
Is there any of your Pokemon that you would like to teach Echo Voice, Helping Hand, or Gym Leader Dodge? I will say, when it comes to Gym Leader Dodge, you can teach that to anything that already has
It's true.
priority moves. You don't have to worry that isn't going to count with the 2 limit.
I want to teach Patchy both Echoed Voice and Gym Leader Dodge.
All right. Is there anybody else you'd like to teach anything to, or would you like to see if anybody else wants you to teach things?
Well, does anyone else want me to teach them things?
That's what I was going to ask right after this.
Yeah. They're separate. Okay, then yeah, I'll do both of those for Patchy and nothing else for.
All right, Evelyn has 1 more Pokemon that she can train. Does anybody want to ask Evelyn to teach their Pokemon either Echo Voice or Helping Hand? Gym Leader Dodge can be taught to any Pokemon without worrying about this 2 limit.
On either of those two?
Echo Voice is a special attack that it seems to get stronger the more times it hits, up to a max of up to 60 extra damage, which is fantastic, but it starts off really weak.
Yeah.
Whereas Helping Hand is a ability that will that can increase the attack damage of a ally's attack. It is also a priority move, which means it'll always go first.
God, I am really liking the idea of fucking Milkshake learning Helping Hand.
Do you want me to teach him?
He just starts like fucking he just starts like clapping his hands.
All right, I'll teach Milkshake Helping Hand.
Milkshake has 4 moves.
Let's
Does
look.
struggle count? Oh no, he has tackle. That's right.
Struggle is when you're feeling bad.
Yeah, you have tackle, mud slap, work up, and aqua ring. Would you like to get rid of any of those moves to learn helping hand?
Mud slap has barely helped me, so let's go for that.
All right, you're gonna get rid of mud slap. Upon learning helping hand, you can also learn gym leader dodge. Would you like to have to see if Evelyn can teach him gym leader dodge as well?
Why not? Milkshake learns dodge.
Oh yeah.
Fucking absolute goddamn unit learns dodge.
All right, so that
So
is
I
gonna
can
be that is gonna be the 2 Pokemon you were gonna be teaching right now.
That's just tacked on to whatever other training there is.
Again, yeah, it's just gym leader dodging is if they have like the speed to be able to do it, they can kind of learn it. That's just something you can teach them. Because they have a priority move or a speed enhancing move, you can teach them gym leader dodge.
Nice.
Asking chat.
So like at this point, if anybody has a priority move or anybody has a speed enhancing move, they can have you teach it right now anyway. So let's, for example, say if Emerald wants to speak up and have Barry learn gym leader dodge, he can.
I was saying
Because
someone
Barry has Aqua Jet.
Aqua has Aqua. I mean,
If that's what you
Barry
want.
has Aqua. I'd like
in chat if Lee can teach.
You could also technically teach gym leader dodge to Vegeta.
I live in hell.
Could I just teach it to fucking everyone that can learn?
Yeah, you can. Like I said, it's not going to be a part of your 2 limit.
All right, then I'll teach. Do you want me to teach any of them that?
Yeah, go ahead and teach
Yeah.
Barry, and I guess also teach Fletchling.
All right.
I'll teach them both then.
And I don't know if you have any Pokemon that have that ability right now. I'm gonna check over you, Aaron.
No priority moves.
That's what I'm checking.
The only person who's got priority is Eevee.
What's his priority move?
He doesn't have
Survival.
Swift anymore.
Yeah, he got rid of that for Tri-Attack.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, you have Baby Doll Eyes. You could totally have Eevee learn Gym Leader Dodge.
Oh.
And would that replace anything? Or
No.
Is that a secondary thing?
That's just
Yeah,
just
totally.
giving you the reaction.
Don't want to do it. Hell yeah.
I'll teach Vivi then.
All right. So Vivi, Barry, Vegeta, Milkshake,
Everyone who
and
can.
Patchy will be learning Gym Leader Dodge.
Woohoo!
This is
Hell
gonna again. This is all happening over a week, which is why I'm not saying that this is gonna be that big of a deal for you to teach everybody this.
Hmm.
And finally, Aaron, you have
Yes,
the ability to teach Pokemon the move Attract. Would
Who
you like
wants
to teach?
to be beautiful?
Would you like to teach any of your Pokemon Attract?
No.
Would you like? Does anybody want Aaron to? Aaron, does anyone want Keanu to teach any of their Pokemon Attract?
Please.
Who's learning Attract?
Do you want to try to teach Porter Cookie Attract?
Oh my gosh.
He's ready.
Do you want? Oh my God! Look at this! Like you fucking did the. Ah, God. Do you want to try to teach Porter Cookie Attract, Keanu?
Yeah, she wants me to.
Anybody else?
Oh, I owe you my life.
It's tempting, but I want to try to get something else.
All right. So Evelyn's gonna learn Attract.
I already know that.
You're gonna learn it again. I'm kidding. No.
I'm really debating if I want Bubbles to know Attract.
The handsomest feel.
He's
What
so
an absolute
he's
gentleman.
so
Fuck it.
handsome.
Yeah, Bubbles Attract.
All right. So Porter Cookie and Bubbles will want to learn Attract if that's fine with you, Keanu.
Welcome to Marilyn's class on how to work it. All right.
Here, I'll give him the sexy eyebrows.
And finally,
Like the DreamWorks ones.
the last thing that can happen over the course of this time, I'm looking over all of the Pokemon really quick to see if anybody even has the ability to be able to do this.
Is it possible for any of us to fucking get some training from Lee?
Why do you think I'm looking over your Pokemon?
Oh, okay.
Do-do-do-do.
I feel like every Pokemon in the world can learn Protect.
They can learn Protect, but they don't have to learn Protect.
Oh.
Because his thing works for Protect and defense increasing moves.
Oh.
So, technically, we could say that Bubbles could even learn Gym Leader Protect.
What would happen if you got rid of that move down the line?
Who's to say? It's basically just Gym Leader Protect is just increasing your defense by 5 once a turn or once a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once a turn is pretty fucking wild.
At this point, it looks like Shooter, a lot of yours. Shooter, Colonel, Bubbles.
Do you really want Shooter to learn Protect?
Shooter, Colonel, Bubbles,
Colonel can?
for Bide. I'm counting that as it working because Bide, yeah. Anyway, Porter Cookie,
Okay, for my party, really. My party is a very offensive, like.
Here's the thing, though, with Lee. Only a few of you are going to be able to do it for Lee.
That is true.
Badly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, technically, Durant could have learned Gym Leader Dodge, because he has double team.
Could have. Shit! Can he learn that?
Fuck the fuck! You didn't say it earlier.
I'll teach Durant as well.
Kakuna can learn Gym Leader Protect. So right now, Porter Cookie, Kakuna, Bubbles, Shooter, and Colonel can learn Gym Leader Protect. However, only 3 of them can be taught it. Lee can only teach it to 3 of them.
Nice to meet you. This is my Beedrill Kakuna.
Fucking, I forgot. Beedrill, my bad.
I can't wait to get his sheet.
So Beedrill, Colonel, Porter Cookie, Bubbles, and Shooter. 3 of them can learn Gym Leader Protect.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all want y'all's Pokemon to learn that?
I wouldn't mind putting it on Beedrill, unless, like, it's not a priority.
Cookie is fine. He doesn't need 5 more. Cookie has a defense of 10. At that point, I just break the game.
For 1 turn.
One turn, I break the game. Infinite cosmic power. Little bit.
So one of them is going to be Beedrill.
Okay. You don't want any of your Pokemon, FOMO, to learn that?
Well, the only one would have been Porter Cookie.
Oh.
And I can't have him put him his defense up because it's gonna be sexy. I can't have him be.
If you want to choose 2 of yours, Evelyn, you can.
I'll choose. I definitely want Colonel to learn it. Does Kiana
at this point,
or Kiana can't learn it?
Because again, at this point, you could put it on Shooter, but who's gonna be more useful with it?
I kind of just want to, like, part of me is very tempted to give it to Shooter and just be like, "Fuck you,"
for 1 turn.
I mean,
whereas here's the thing. All I'm saying is that with Shooter, he's probably gonna dodge most attacks anyway. Whereas with Bubbles, and Colonel, they both have a 5.
But I will give it to Bubbles. I'm not gonna waste it on Shooter. But it would be funny just to have, like, oh, I finally hit. No, you didn't.
All right, so Colonel, Bubbles, and Beedrill will be learning Gym Leader Protect. A lot of things are gonna change in the next episode, huh, guys? There's gonna be so many fucking changes on the board. Anyway. As you guys all go about doing your things, getting your Pokemon trained by Lee, by yourselves, trying your best to do all the good stuff and yada yada yadas, a week passes pretty fast with all the training and all the things you guys do. And again, we can go over any important things you guys could have done over the week, such as the cooking a meal thing that could have happened between April and Varric. While you guys are doing that, did you have anything special planned for that, April? Do you want to do it while you're on the boat, or do you want to wait till you guys are off the boat? What do you guys want to do?
Honestly, I didn't expect him to take me on it. I didn't expect him to take me on it. I did not plan this far. It may be better to wait until we are off the boat.
Okay, we can definitely do that. Over the course of the week goes by pretty quickly. You guys are able to go over the ship. Again, the labs area at this point, they're not really doing a lot of things there. There's a bit of distrust going on through some of the lab workers, and Ulysses seems to think that until they get better security on the lab, that they're not. He doesn't want anybody to do what just happened, or have to happen what just happened. So there's not really a lot of research and development happening right now. You guys eventually find the Wave Runner key.
Hey,
so that's pretty cool. It was underneath one of the sofas.
Where you lose your Wave Runner keys.
Yeah. Turns out he got the Wave Runner key and he sat down and it fell through the sofa. Fucking whatever. So you guys now have the ability to use the Wave Runner if you guys need to. As you guys are going through things, however, over the course of the week, you guys are having some nice moments here on the ship. Every now and then, some of the members maybe like Chuck, here goes up onto the deck and they work out and stuff like that. Every now and then they're joined by other members or things of that nature. The deck also has like areas where there's sunbathing and things. So every now and then you guys see that either Chemo or somebody goes up and just kind of hangs out off the side of the ship and watches like the water go by. Chemo seems a lot more happy lately, since she doesn't have any more of the headaches upon using any of her abilities and things. She seems to stay around Ryalu a lot and tries to avoid Mesprit as much as possible.
Fair.
And as things are going by, the biggest question that keeps kind of being on her head is what she's going to do when you guys reach Olivine City. Because she goes over with you guys the plan. The plan right now, since you guys had decided to go to Olivine City first instead of going around and just going straight to Kanto, is that Olivine City is a lot closer to her destination than going through Kanto and going to Goldenrod and then Kanto, Saffron, then Goldenrod, then Ecruteak. If she has brought up to you guys that if she leaves, that she could go through Olivine and just go Olivine, the route above Olivine, Ecruteak. This basically shaves a couple of days off of her traveling. I would like to know, you guys had said you wanted to have her go with you guys to Cinnabar and go with you guys to Vermilion and then go to you guys to Saffron, and then have her take the bullet train. However, she brings up this part. I would like to know what you guys want to do. Do you guys want to try to convince her to come with you guys to Vermilion? Do you guys want to let her do whatever she wants to do by herself? Do you guys want to potentially try to figure out some other things you guys could do? Or do you guys want to potentially, what's going on here? As she brings these things up, Chemo is basically letting you guys, asking you guys what you guys think. You guys are stopping off in Olivine anyway. You guys are being in Johto. What do you guys want to do?
I mean,
I had
a lot
mentioned to you
closer.
guys. I had mentioned to you guys at the beginning of the game. At least I mentioned it to Aaron. I'm not sure if you guys were in the call or not. I'm pretty sure you guys were in the call. I'm pretty sure FOMO was the only one not in the call. That I have no idea what you guys are going to be doing at the end of this game, because there are several destinations that can go on. These several destinations for the next game are as followed. You're going to be going to Cinnabar at some point. However, you don't have to stay at Cinnabar for any big amount of time. That's basically just so that Lee and Dr. Damson and people like that can go off and start like looking into the orb and to the fossils and things like that.
Mhm.
So you guys can go to Cinnabar. You don't have to. You guys can go to Vermilion, at which point you guys will go through Vermilion, head up into Saffron, do your things there, whether or not Chemo's there with you or not, and head to Cerulean, which is where you guys want to eventually end up. At which point you're going to either wait for Chemo to get back on the bullet train or not, depending on what happens. Or you guys can go to Olivine, at which point you can either decide to stay in Johto, go with Chemo up to Ekritik, and then head down to Goldenrod and to try to take the bullet train over to Saffron, or you guys can leave Chemo there and just go off on your own. There are several different things you guys can do. I would like to know, what are you guys thinking? What are your characters thinking? Where would they like to go at this point?
Right now?
Because if
Now
you
that
guys
this-
do go to Olivine and head through Ekritik, then you guys know that you will not have access to the Team Breakthrough ship, because that will be doing its final docking in Vermilion. However, you guys are hoping to eventually get to Kanto anyway, so it's up to you.
but then we would have another week of training if we did that.
As far as week of training is concerned, you're not going to be getting an extra 10 points.
Oh, okay, then fuck it.
Nice.
I'm not giving you guys 20 fucking points.
You can beg me for 20 fucking points.
I mean, you
Firmly
give me 10,
erect.
20,
You may
20
have
points.
in character another week of training. As far as the game is concerned, no.
It was like we've
Evelyn-
plateaued since last week. It's strange.
As of this being brought up, Evelyn would bring up the option of like, yeah, maybe we could go to Olivine or to Ekritik with you.
We
and
can
then-
meet Chemo's family and be like, yo, what it do?
Yeah.
April, Varric, do you guys have any suggestions? Do you guys think that's a good idea? Do you guys want to go to Vermilion? What do you guys want to do?
I mean, I would like to get April to human form as quickly as possible.
Evelyn?
April, but she's already here.
I mean, Evelyn. My bad.
We'll get to something interesting with that in a minute.
Are you a Gardevoir
Did
in
you just furry
disguise?
by me, Barry?
What's a Gardevoir? Sorry, my nose is bleeding. I'll be right back.
Oh,
No, no.
No, I don't mean.
Oh,
Thinking too
Keanu.
much. Yeah.
What's a Gardevoir? Oh.
Hold on, I'll be right back. So
Time for
I think I am a man now.
I came here as a
I
kid. I am
understand
now a
what
man.
Chelsea meant before.
All right, everybody, let's cross
Oh.
the ocean. Let's just go to my house. You can meet my
So
grandma.
again, the plan is as follows: either go to Ekritik with Chemo, go to
There's no
Johto
one
and
there.
just be an Olivine before leaving. Go to Cinnabar and then immediately leave, or go to Vermilion and just kind of cut out all of this stuff and go straight for Celadon, which is where you guys are wanting to have a destination being. The destination is Celadon, no matter what any of these four things are, because you guys want to get there to learn more about what happened with Mewtwo and bloody-bloody-bloody-blow.
These are just the routes we're taking.
These are the four different routes. The going to Vermilion is the straight shot to Celadon. Like, if you go to Vermilion and just skip everything else, it's just like, Celadon! Whereas
I
the
guess-
other ones are like, we can do other things.
I guess a question to bring up would be, what does Chemo plan to do after she meets up with her fam?
I'm just going and checking in with them.
Do you have any other haters?
I want to check on some things while I'm there, and I don't know. Just It's
Some cool
complicated.
new friends.
It's complicated.
Would you prefer to go to Eckertique alone then?
She kind of just like just doesn't really bring that up. She doesn't really answer that.
All right then.
Over the course of like the week, like anytime it's just like, hey, so do you want to be alone? She doesn't really answer anything to that. She's like, oh look, it's wet outside.
Well, I for one would be happy to go with you.
I want to see what a Johto is.
Well, that's what y'all want
Reina,
to do.
Reina speaks up. Also, aren't there several gyms on the way to Eckertique, and there's a gym there as well.
And that too.
Gym battling would be nice.
Apparently, I'm supposed
there
to do
is
that with Tropius.
There is a gym in Olivine as well as one in Eckertique, but probably not the Eckertique one.
I
You
guess I
guys
can't
need
really
to try the
challenge
place
any
that
gyms like
Reina and
this,
I
huh?
went to.
What'd you say?
Said you guys need to try this place that Reina and I went to before we left. They said they were going to be in Olive, and that place was kind of the bomb. It was like a prison boat thing.
And what did you say, Eric?
I said, I guess I can't really challenge any gyms like this, huh? Just kind of wiggles her little skitty paw.
Do it. I dare you.
I mean, you can. They'll probably be confused.
Throw him for a loop.
I challenge you to a gym battle. Go shooter!
Go me.
Two of you seem to think that going to Eckertique's a good idea.
That sounds good for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind either way. I would be the one to say straight to our destination, but these
Get a
guys want to
choice.
travel.
If you
Wait,
guys
okay, hear me out.
continue.
So, you guys said there were like a lot of Zubats, and like which way has the most Zubats?
Zubats usually come out at night, in both Kanto and Johto.
Okay, but like
they're mostly
is
seen
there-
in caves, and I don't think any of these paths have any caves.
Okay, so we're not okay. Then yeah, what I said before. just check it.
Well, if you guys plan on coming, then you're gonna have to do something.
What are we gonna do?
I mean, if you're wanting to go to Saffron afterwards, you're gonna have to figure out some way to use the bullet train.
Well, get on.
It doesn't work like that.
We'll
get on. Focus.
We'll just do it. It's fine. I'll just call my grandma and
She'll make a couple calls and
you let my Keanu and his friends on that train, or I'll break your kneecaps. Team Skull for life, bitch.
You like walking?
Okay, well we can do that. Like,
well, yeah.
be like, hi, I'm Keanu. I want to get in the train.
It won't be impossible, but I mean,
Are tickets like expensive? Is
So
that
like
what
a
it is?
dance
for the bullet train, not really. It's worth it, but you'd have to get a bullet train pass for one ride on it. That seems very expensive. Usually it makes up for it because you can use it multiple times, but you're not going to get a lot of use out of it. Maybe you could ask somebody to borrow their pass?
I mean, I guess.
You could
I don't
take
know.
someone with the pass and put them over there. Like, can't.
How much do they cost usually?
I don't know. My sister's got me mine.
Well, if they don't cost a huge
You
amount.
you
then-
can get them with money, but I don't want you guys to be stranded, you know?
Do we need one each?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, just check.
If you guys think that you can, then I don't mind you guys coming to Eckertique, I guess, if you really want to.
You also
mean,
be
I
like
don't-
that
I don't
one
care if
movie
I go
with
by-
all the people
I don't care if I go by myself either, but you know, if you want to come, I could show you around, I
Yes.
guess.
All right, that sounds like a
I've always
plan.
wanted to see that
Hey,
city.
Chemo.
Hmm.
I'm glad we're friends.
Keanu death flag. I'm kidding.
I mean, if it would be anybody.
She looks at you, Keanu, and she just kind of gives a sigh, and she's like, "I'll show you around Ekritique," and she just walks away like, "I'm not answering that." Bye.
Alright, so we need to figure out how to get a train thing.
That shouldn't be too hard, right?
Over the course of the week, you guys potentially try to figure anything like that out. You talk to
I have an
Ulysses. You
idea.
talk to some of the others. At that point, he seems to say that potentially he could look into some things when you guys get to port. He asked if you guys are sure, because again, if you guys are sure to stay in Olivine, he's gonna have to be going with Lee and everybody else to go to Cinnabar Island and then Vermilion. So if you guys go, then you won't have access to the breakthrough ship. But as long as you're fine with that, he's like, yeah, we could try to find out some information on those.
We Gucci gang with that. You guys don't want to go to Chocolate Bar Island?
Yeah.
That's the right one. You know what they say? Gucci.
Though we
Cool.
could.
You know what
stock
they
up on
say?
some supplies.
Swiggity swoogity. Okay.
That's what we're going.
Ziggity sooty, bringing memes for that booty.
I think when we're like near the train place, I could call Mr. Mungus and ask him how he would get one, and then I could follow that path and make.
Oh,
friends with
hello,
people with
Keanu.
guns.
Oh, hello, Keanu. You want to know how to get a pass? 1 second. I'll call you right back. You hear a phone call in the other part of the fucking train station. Hey, yeah, I have a bunch of friends who are wanting to get on there. Here's a lot of money and donations. I'm kidding.
Gore. He probably has business contacts over here, so if he couldn't do something that we could help, then he could tell us who probably knows.
That's
The
not
faster Keanu gets through Johto and Kanto, the faster he'll come back to Sinnoh and be able to fight me in a
I can
Pokemon
crush
contest.
him.
And I can crush him between my thighs. Okay.
Or you could call your dad. Doesn't he do a lot of business? He'd probably know. Probably has to take trains all the time and stuff, because that's what business people do, right? Why do people take this train?
Because it's convenient.
Yeah.
I mean,
Could we
sounds
be like
it
that
might not
movie
be.
where we walk along the tracks all cool like to the music while the credits roll?
As you guys chat about what you guys are going to be doing, and basically give yourselves a kind of primitive, kind of like a preemptive like idea of how you guys are going to be going about getting to Ekritique. The entire time, the people who are remaining are basically saying, yeah, we could totally help you guys figure out some things once we get to Olivine. We're going to stay in Olivine for a couple of days so we can see if we have any, if we can learn anything about getting the passes and things like that. Everything seems to be perfectly fine with you guys going to Olivine, potentially fighting the gym leader there, going through the routes above, which apparently is a bunch of farmland according to Chemo. And going through the thing to Ekritique, at which point heading down to Goldenrod. As you guys get to the point where you guys are starting to see your port come into view, we will go over more if there's any like other chats or any sort of like special interactions that have to happen before you guys get to port the next time. However, I do think that upon you guys coming up with this plan, looking out into the ocean, seeing land in front of you, seeing the large lighthouse off in the distance of Olivine City, I think we're gonna end things off there with you guys seeing. This lighthouse. At the top of which there according to Chemo, is apparently a large ampharos that is shining light to people.
It's stopping that plane midair.
Yeah, it is.
The plane was trying to crash into the lighthouse.
As you guys
What a
follow,
dick.
the lighthouse, you guys get closer and closer inland. You finally see in front of you Olivine City in all of its Jotonian glory.
All of its giant pixelated glory.
All of its giant pixelated glory. In front of you, the most serene and wonderful, and it's perfect. It's great.
Low-res environment. you could
Low-res
possibly be
environment,
upon.
edited to a point to get rid of people that were actually standing on this rock, because there were three kids who were standing here who they looked really strange and had no bearing on the situation, so I got rid of them. You see, and
They were like kind of the focal point of the shop.
there
and
was a
it didn't really
Pikachu
work.
there, and I got rid of it as well. You guys make your way to Olivine City. Upon reaching Olivine City, it's getting decently late in the night. The large amount of light coming from the lighthouse shining all over. And finally, Keanu, Evelyn, Varric,
Yeah.
April. There is one final roll I want from you for the rest of the night. As it's getting late in the day, the sun setting, a nice orangish glow going across the sea. I would like for all four of you to roll me for your perception.
It's been a win. I got a 14.
2 inspiration.
This is going to go to the highest number. It isn't a threshold.
So whoever rolls highest.
Mm-hmm.
2 from Verk.
Why is my luck so awful?
All of those were horrible.
2 from you.
What'd you get, Evelyn?
I think the max I got was like an 11.
And April?
I got a 10.
14.
Evelyn, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a 14. Oh,
Yeah, 10 plus 4.
Keanu. As everybody is looking out toward the lighthouse, looking out toward Olivine City, you look off over the horizon. Which one for you? I knew which one it was gonna be for Evelyn. Odds or evens?
Evens.
All right, I'm gonna roll for you.
I'm an even boy.
No matter what, it was gonna be evens because it was like 10 and it was like on 10 and 2. Keanu, you look out as the others are looking off toward the mainland. You look off toward the ocean in the direction that you know is probably Alola. Who's to say? As you do, you look down into the water. As you see this large silhouette of a creature. As this large silhouette of a creature seems to look up towards you, oddly enough, the creature's eyes seem to almost let off a glow. It almost seems like a bird beneath the water.
Huh.
But it seems to be a very large, about half the size of the ship. As you look at this bird in the water, its glowing eyes looking up towards you, you notice a glowing feather seem to rise up from the water. It begins to float along in the current behind your boat. seemingly locked in place by the waters and the waves that are being made by your ship. You can't take your eyes off of it until it finally goes away from your vision, just over the side. You get a brief moment of clarity before you look over again to see the shining object still there. This silver feather, this silver wing of sorts. To be continued.
Wow.
If it was Evelyn, it was going to be the other one.
Oh. I was so tempted in that moment to just be like, yeet.
You're just like, I saw it too, jumps off the boat.
Throws it. Skull.
That's what I was hoping for.
Fucking GG.
Oh,
boys.
the fucking your fake card.
Yeah.
You get the skull. All of a sudden, the creature in the water's eyes turn red. It rises up and starts attacking the ship.
Ready to fight Lugia, boys. Let's do it.
That was actually a lot closer of a. That was actually a lot closer of a roll than I thought it was.
Mhm.
Because like I'm like, oh okay, the roll was higher over here, so I'm guessing fucking Evelyn got it, and then it's like 14. Like, oh right, you have a really good perception.
And all of my rolls were fucking garbage.
I made it to where you guys are getting to port at sundown, so that either one of the two things I could have wanted to be here could have been there. What could those two things have been? Who could possibly have known?
I think it's the most surprising that Varric could destroy it with his.
I
He got it. He got it too.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 and die.
As soon as Varric got a 2, I'm like, all right, he's out of this race.
Like, it would have been what? 2 plus. I would have had an 8.
Alright, I still had you.
Again, whenever we come to the next episode, we'll probably have it be start off slightly before what just happened, so you guys can finish any sort of things you guys wanted to do on the ship. Which I don't think you guys have a lot you wanted to do on the ship, so it should be fine.
There's a couple things.
There's a couple of things, I'm sure, but like I'm sure there's not going to be like it's not going to take like an hour or so. And then you guys will get to Olivine. You guys can figure out anything you guys want to figure out. And I guess we're gonna start off. The games in Johto. I was thinking you guys might end up going to Johto after you guys did the Cerulean stuff, since you guys had said something about trying to take the bullet train. But at the same time, it's like this seems like it's a lot easier if you're gonna do that eventually.
And we get more chemo time.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking post credits chibi scene, Keanu holding the feather. Hey chemo, are people from Johto called Jotonians?
Wait,
Keanu, what the fuck are you holding?
he's holding it?
Well, I don't know.
It's in the water right now.
Oh yeah, I was about to say it's in the water.
For some reason, you couldn't take your eyes off of it though, Keanu.
Oh,
It looked really good in Maryland's hair for a contest.
Hell yes.
It's legendary.
Guys, I'll be back. Leaps off the boat.
Keanu, you idiot! That's where the
Can everyone
propellers
get
are.
stat ups in the exercise? I will probably end up letting you guys increase one of your stats as we go over, like 1 or 2 of your stats. But
Oh, like
I'm
the
not.
humans.
Yes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do 1 or 2. There's actually a drastic difference between those 2 numbers when it comes to stats for this game. So I will decide on that later. And by next game, you guys will have probably talked to me and increased whatever stat you wanted. Stat or
these
stats.
increases-
The Yoton.
Blue?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Were these 2 increases on my stats for like a food
Those are
item that I
temporary.
ate? Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Those are temporary stats. Let's see what everybody ended up putting all their stat points into. Fucking Barry.
Barry already had all that.
Yeah, she had a lot of them. Where'd you end up putting all your 10?
I put 2 on.
Remember that
Right.
these can't go below 7 stat
Oh,
points.
they can't.
No,
Shit.
7 is the max that you can go down with the stat points.
All right, that makes this choice easier then. What are we doing with those 2?
They were just here left over from whenever I switched out Fletchling sheet. I forgot to get rid of them.
I thought they were the 1/4 for the training.
Are they? Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
1. Yeah, they're 1-3, 1-3. Yeah, you're right. They're still just 1-3, 1-3 at the moment. Because again, this was technically training, but I just gave you guys stats instead of the third stats.
I'm not sure where I'm putting the last 3 yet.
I got an idea.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
Wait, I got an
would,
idea.
But I don't know where to put them yet because
That will bring her up
I
to
don't know.
fucking 75 health.
I just
She
I
would
would
have
like
as
to
much
be
health as
empowered.
Duke. Or you can be like, hey, Duke, you want to have 90 health?
I could do that, but no. I would like to know what stat increases Beedrill got before I put any more into them.
Never!
Oh.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Welcome to my world, baby. I don't even know what my Piplup looks like.
look at all these porter cookie points here going into that HPs.
He's such a
Yeah.
good boy. Look at that happy face.
2 for special attack on Litleo, and is this 4 for HP for Castellet?
Coward. Let's go, baby.
Where'd Evelyn put hers? Most of them looked like they threw themselves onto Bubbles.
Look at Bubbles. Look
What's
at his
this?
face. You tell me
What's
what
this
it is.
negative on your attack?
That was because you overstated. them
Right, I
once.
keep forgetting to fucking bring it down.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to bring it back down.
Look at his smug face.
Oh, you brought him
knows.
down to 7. Okay, cool.
Swabs feel.
I'm debating whether or not to give 2 of these to either Bubbles or Colonel's health.
I would honestly say
Spider-Man.
Colonel, so you could have better use of Bide, but that's just me.
I mean, fuck Bide. I hate Bide.
Because this guy's already gonna have 90 health at this point.
I know, but I wanted to get into a solid 100. But yeah, that's whatever. This is what I originally had them on.
Puts all into Tropius's HP.
Let's see what you did.
Jesus
Put in.
Christ.
2 HP on Biggie Smalls, 2 HP on Larvesta, 2 HP on VEV, and 3 just everything into HP except for 1 speed.
1 speed for Tropius.
Hey,
All my
man.
boys are really, really strong, but the fact of the matter is, other than Tropius, the baby has the most HP. The second most being the other baby. And I don't think this really changes that much. 70, 60, yeah, no, it's still the babies are going to be reigning secondary to Tropius.
I think both Marilyn and Vivi will have 60 at that point.
Yee. 60, 60, 65,
70, 65.
70.
Yeah. Cool. Those are where all the stats are going to fall. I'm going to be giving everybody their moves. Busy week. Busy week for changing sheets.
Busy hour and a half.
I have to also put them all in.
That's true.
And I have to fucking put your freaking stuff for your trainer sheets when we get that done. I got a lot of stuff to do. Don't you
All that.
patronize me. I'm kidding.
Scrambling to prepare for Johto.
I had a bunch of stuff already prepared for Johto. Again, I have like Cinnabar Island maps ready. I have Ekritique and Olivine maps ready. I have Vermilion maps ready. I had things ready for everything. I just didn't have a lot of routes ready, you know? I didn't have a lot of routes or the Pokemon for said routes. The only Pokemon that I had for Olivine, because I knew you guys were at least going to go there for like a day, I just have like the Pokemon that are around like the water area there, so like Krabby and Shelter and shit like that.
Aww. I just remember that one
I'm kidding.
episode where fucking Ash has to make that one girl obsessed with cute Pokemon and realize her Shelter's cute.
Welcome. I'm Shelter.
Terrible.
I'm Mr. Shelter.
I'm Mr. Shelter.
You have the ability to do that.
How are you?
That's
would
the
be
talking
able to hear
Pokemon
them.
on the camp outside of.
The prog returns. Oh, you mean Bridgebot.exe?
Progenitors.
Again, I told you guys last week I did not expect you guys to have any problems with this with fucking 102. I didn't expect you guys to have any problems with the guy who went after Sherry. Like, this was mainly a thing for like getting the orb back, getting the getting great balls. You also had a chance of getting another item, and also like basically making it to where just to kind of know that not everybody you brought back to the ship unfortunately was a good fit for break. There was at one point whenever you guys had got 102 that I had a 102 do something, and I think I had Varric roll for a perception, and he failed it. So there was I basically just had to finish that little plot line there. It was also a good time to be like, hey, let's get fucking Kakuna evolved.
Let's be real, chat. So it was like, this is really Keanu's game. Keanu was fucking on point, and he's a lucky boy, but this was Helio's game.
This was Helioptile's game. Let's be fucking honest here.
That is around a 1 in 8,000 chance.
All right, I'm
3 nat 20s.
Helioptile should
Jesus
just automatically get a +1 for no cash, no nothing. It rolled 3 nat 20s in a row. It deserves to be powered.
If he
up.
was at the Stormcrow, he would be drunk.
Also, just because a lot of stuff happened in the last like hour or two of the game, and I didn't get to a lot of everything. I just now went and checked because Nightwise88 just followed. And because of that, I noticed that that Dragmaster XX had also followed. And about 2 hours ago, which I forgot to bring up at all because I heard the notification, I just never checked. NJ Nice gave $6. It says Beedrill is my favorite, inspiration to him. So there'll be three edge inspirations. As Beedrill, when you guys get to Olivine, he'll go to a pub, and he'll go and sit in the darkest corner, and wait for the rest of the party to interact with him. And a ride gave $2. Says, remember when April was a chef and not a warrior princess / Thor? I remember. Also, damn, I donated a lot this month. That's true, Rod. You have donated a lot this month. So that is going to be 3 to Beedrill and 1 to April.
April is precious.
Oh yeah.
How come everything is goth now with you? The goth-spirations.
Happened when we shifted into this dark space-time continuum.
Go ahead and give 3 more there. And at that point, I don't think there's much anything else left to do. You guys have anything you guys want to bring up? You want to do anything?
Did we ever get to the drawing?
The drawing? What are you talking about? The fucking thing over here? The thing right here? This thing here? This thing that was a thing that happened? This thing that somebody out there knows exactly what they did? Somebody out there, I've been waiting for a response for 3 weeks? Freaking trying to get them to talk to me? To bring up to me that they fucked up? That I was the one that was correct?
And then you kept forgetting.
Yeah, and then I kept forgetting to bring it. I was the one who was correct!
Being
It's
right on
clear.
here.
Yeah,
is so
that's-
darn hard.
We're yelling.
You know who you are? I'm waiting for you to grovel to me in the comments.
Yeah.
And let me know that I was correct and you were not.
Just call him senpai. He'll just Flush and hide.
just letting you know. Just letting you know. I removed the name and portrait, but you know who you are. You know I'm correct. Anyway, until next time, guys. Like always. Later days.
Later, dude.
Mwah.
Boy.
Kakuna, Bobbini, Shiny.